What is happening, everybody? It is DJ AlphaTyler. We are back again with another episode of Around the Music, and we are bringing in my homie Jekyl over here. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk about some music. We're going to talk about some things. We're going to talk around the
What's
music,
up?
too, though, because y'all know on Around the Music, we don't only talk about music. But, how you doing today, homie?
Extremely exhausted, but other than that, I'm good.
Feel that. I'm gonna plug my headphones in real quick, just so nobody has to hear an echo coming in. We got some people filling out the chat already. Let's see. We got Jess up in here, just tripping me out with that new name change. Like every time I see it up in here with Lunatic, I'm like, I think I know this person.
It
And I see
fits.
the picture, I'm like, yeah, it does fit. I mean, she gonna come after you, looking like a hostess. ho, ho,
Dog
ho.
Stray, JJV, Luke. What's
So
up?
we got Hillbilly looking for nipples. I mean, I ain't gonna show you any. I mean, you might see some at some point. Let's see, why are we friends?
Man nipples.
Hey, there you
Will
go.
that get you shut down? Is that gonna get you shut down?
Nah, man, I think we're outside of. Nah, we're still inside of 2 minutes, but I think man nipples are okay still. I mean, surely we're not that soft as a society.
We're
man
getting
nipples
there
can
very
get you
closely,
taken
though.
down. We coming up on it for real. What up, fam? Let's see. Loopy says I'm not first. Nah, man. You missed being first this time. What up, fam? What up, Jason? That dog Stray. My new song. What? Man, we ain't here for your music. We're here for his right now. Come on now. Figure it out.
Hell, I wasn't late. I like literally. I was right on time at 6 on the dot. So fuck you. I was here.
Max Loopster. You late to the show, Loop. I beat you. Oh, Loop's late. That's who we talking about. What up, Brenda? How you doing? One love, absolutely. What up, TK Green? Let's see. We got Gabe up in here, another victim onto AlphaTyler's interview chair. Yeah, but I didn't take too many CBD gummies this time, so I'll be awake for this one. What up, Jekyl and Ty? Let's see, TK. Let's see, good. Let's see. Everybody's just saying hi to everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm doing fantastic. How you doing, Jekyl? Let's start off there. How you doing?
I've been building this thing for my grandma. It's like a watering system for lawn, and that's fucking exhausting because she wants to change her mind every 2 minutes. And I'll cut a hose, and then she'll be like, "Well, I don't want that cut there. I want it cut over there." I'm like, "Well, it's too fucking late now, isn't it?" Because you just told me we'd cut it right there. So it's my grandma, so I'm trying to help her out. But god damn,
adding some extra work to you.
Yeah, and I'm not even getting paid for it. That's some bullshit.
That's the worst. That's what I hate. Like, I love helping out family and stuff like that, but the worst part about it is when you do all this stuff, you break your back and all that, and then, like, you ain't even getting paid, you know?
That and when you ask, no. It's like, okay, why am I helping you then? That's all right.
Yep.
I ain't worried about it. It's my grandma. I gotta do shit.
All right, man. So, gotta ask up front before we get into it, because you got a lot going on lately. You guys just dropped the JMP cipher, working on the second JMP cipher. Like, what else you got going on? What all is happening in Jekyll's world right now?
What isn't happening in Jekyll's world? We're ethic. I just got Carolina Queen, so trying to wrap all that stuff up. I got a project working with Ethic and Julia. We got a different project with Loopy working right now. Projects every freaking where. Plus, I'm also working with Nightmare on a whole bunch of stuff. So they're a little bit late getting back to Jess because they got a whole fuck ton of things ever since the JMP cipher came. They've been flooded with wants and needs and stuff. Then you got JMP cipher 2.
Yeah.
Then the contest, everything. It's like, oh my lord.
Yeah. You guys amped up some submissions. A lot of people waiting to the last minute to submit. What's going on there?
Well, we got quite a few submissions, but only like a handful of people are doing it correctly. because
Yeah.
I keep telling everybody this is supposed to be anonymous submission. I'm gonna know who you are. Nobody else is. But then they upload it to their YouTube and then share a link. I'm like, that's not gonna help. It's like, God damn it. Just follow
you
the
letting
simple instructions that are in the description. You'll be all right.
you letting everybody know who you are up front. You killing it.
Yep. If they don't submit it right, they're not part of it. Because obviously, if I can't trust them to submit a simple verse the way that we need it submitted, how are they going to do it with the project? They're not going to listen to shit.
Absolutely.
And from what I've heard from the cipher too, oh my god, it's gonna rival number one for sure. They're coming with some heat on that shit.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, not like the first one was fantastic. I am excited though because like the names, like there's a little bit more variety in the second one. You know, you got MCQ in there, you got friggin' Ethic. You got a lot of people I've been rocking with for a long time that like outside of JMP, you know, and then like you're hearing like the sounds that they're gonna bring into it just kind of being different. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that was actually what kind of concerned me about the whole thing because you got Carolina Queenie, you got Elkins, who are mostly country singers that can rap, but they're mostly country singers, and then you got people like Ethic who are just spazzes on the damn mic, and you got Blindside who can pretty much do everything. I didn't know how it was going to come together. Those come together awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's the exciting thing too, because Blindside just dropped that other cover, didn't he? I haven't checked it out yet, but he dropped another kind of off rock cover or something like that. Like he's still showing his versatility in everything, you know. Like
yeah, which the way he did his verse, like I'm not going to give any spoilers, but like I was expecting basic regular Ethic, who's just a spaz on the mic the whole time. But he showed his versatility on his verse. I was like, that was fucking perfect, dude.
yeah. And you say for well, I ain't gonna try to spoil the cipher too much. I think you may have said that Blindside made the beat. Like I ain't gonna try to dig too much deeper into it than that. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, we had TTO making it, but then Blindside just kind of threw out just a random beat he made in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, dude, that's the fucking beat. I'm like, I guess go for it. TTO's like mad now because we went with that instead of TTO. I'm like, that's my bad, dude.
Yeah, you can't pass that up. Hey, so one of the big things I wanted to talk, because you and I have talked before. I mean, we come from similar backgrounds. I mean, we both joined the military. You know, did the army thing, and you know, got a. There's a cat in my background right now that doesn't belong here.
Man, control your pussy, man.
Right. Where the fuck you going, buddy? Anyway. We both did like the army thing early on and everything, and I look at a lot of the stuff that you built from since then, and you know it's super impressive to see kind of what you've done with your name. I know you built your reaction channel up, you know, just building off of like independent artists, like all organic growth, nothing like going for the hot button stuff. You built your name as a rapper up kind of the same way, you know, just going with you know what you could grab. Like you've got some features and stuff, but for the most part it's organic growth. It's hey, you know, here's my music, either you like it or you don't. Fuck off if you don't, welcome if you do. And you've expanded that. You built a name around yourself, you know, with JMP, with all the other artists you've worked with kind of what you've been doing on JMP, just to kind of give that some credibility. So talk about where you're from. Look at this fucking thing, man. Like for real.
He's photobombing your fucking video, man.
He's killing my interview right now. But talk about kind of
the crazy thing about my music is I have a lot of big name features. Like I got Crypt, I got Dwayne Jackson, I got like a whole bunch of people, but I've only ever paid for one feature, and that was Dwayne on Inner Demons. That was the only time I've ever paid for anybody.
Well, that's kind of the funny thing to me anyway is, you know, checking out all your music and kind of going through and everything. Like, I'm always kind of blown away because you or Jess or somebody will be like, hey, have you heard my song with this person? I'm like, nah, like, why does Jekyl have a song with this person? Like, let's go, let's check it out. Like, let's see what's coming out of that, you know? And it's just, it is crazy because you've kind of hit it. But it's also a testament to kind of the community that is built around like where we hang out and stuff. It's like it's all people helping each other out, like trying to be friends and trying to push each
Yeah.
other on. You know, like
Well, when I first started, Blindsight and 10K had never heard of me because I'd never had anything out on YouTube at that point. I'd already been rapping since I was 14 years old,
yeah,
but 2 years ago, Blindsight and 10K were like, "Yeah, I'll jump track with you," and that's my very first song I ever put out. My verse is trash. Their verse was fucking awesome. At the time, I was like, "Dude, I fucking killed my verse." Now I go back and listen to it. I'm like, "No, I didn't kill shit. That was like a BB gun. That wasn't shit." But
yeah,
like, it's the way I approached it was that I'm gonna feature with anybody who wants to feature with me. I don't care big or small. I'm gonna grow my network first, and that's what I did to lay my foundation for Jekyl. Was I didn't care who it was. I was going to feature with him. I was going to work with them. I was going to help them any way I could, and I've done that ever since. And I've
yeah,
built up from that because like even if the top crumbles, I still have that network of people that I fucked with when they were like look at Whiskey. I met him
yeah,
at 100 subs. Yeah, 100 fucking subs, and I was fucking with Whiskey, and now he blew up. And it's like everyone's like, "Oh, you did something with Whiskey?" I'm like, "Yeah, because we were at the same sub count at one point."
yeah,
He blew up quicker than I did, which is fine. I applaud him. I have nothing against Whiskey. He's a fucking awesome dude.
yeah.
But I think that networking and that foundation is more important than anything that you can do on YouTube.
Well, that's the thing. It's about who you are at the end of the day. It don't matter. Like sub counts don't matter when you're going into this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like really, if you're walking into it saying I've got X subs, like I can't fuck with you, you already setting it up for failure. Like
yep.
you gotta be, do I get along with you or not? Can we have a conversation or not? If we can't have a conversation, that's cool. We won't work together. If we can, why would I not help you out? Why would I not jump in and do something for you? You know what I mean? Like,
That's the way I look at it. I don't care about people's sub count. Like with my reaction
nah,
channel, I've always been, and like you just said, 100% work. I've reacted to smaller artists. I don't do the hot button people. Like I don't do easy mail. I did one easy mail, and that's because it was a paid reaction. Somebody requested it. If somebody paid me, I'll react to what the hell ever. I don't care.
yeah,
But other than that, I've never done an easy mail just because I know that when you do that, you're gonna get 3,000-4,000 views on that. But a
yeah,
lot of people are just doing only easy mail just to grow. The way I look at it is they're only going to come around when you drop another easy mail. They're not going to come around when I drop
yeah.
an Ethic or a Joe or anything like that. So I want that organic growth.
Well, and that's the pain with it too. I mean, really, you've got to be building your community. Like there's a certain, yeah, YouTube cares about what your sub counts are and all that stuff, but if you're not building your community, you're sleeping on people who actually rock with you. And why would you
Yep.
prioritize something over the people who want to be there for what you're doing? You know?
Exactly. Like Easy Mill, he never not once hit me up and hey, congratulations on this or that, or
Yeah,
hey, appreciate you reacting to this. But when I drop a reaction to like anybody, they're like, hey, I appreciate it, and that's what I go for. I try and elevate the underground artists that are come up and like Jewel. Everyone's
yeah,
like, oh my god, Jewel is like a fucking diamond in the rough. He's exploding, but yet they don't push him at the same time, which boggles my fucking mind. I don't get it.
yeah. Let's say what up real quick to Peerless Recordings. That's the homie right there. How you doing, Peerless? We
Peerless, I
got
have not been ignoring you. I promise. I'm going to get your reaction. I have not done shit for reactions. I'm going to be honest. I have not done shit. I've been out doing my grandma's fucking garden.
Hey, you speaking my mind too, because I've got Peerless on my list to hit in the next day or two, and
Yep.
I'm I've had a crazy busy week, and
Yeah.
I'm like everything has just went to the wayside. But yeah, nah,
Yeah.
100% same for me.
It's coming, Peerless, I promise. And if anyone from the ENC camp is watching, I'm still reacting to the 3.5 cipher. I haven't forgotten. I just haven't had fucking time to do it. Maybe tonight. I don't know.
So question on that, talking about being a reactor, being a musician, do you ever kind of hit those issues where you go in, you're reacting to something? Because obviously I know you're an honest reactor,
Yep.
and as an honest reactor who also makes music, sometimes you're going to call out something that somebody's going to say, well, you got that same mistake in your music in this song, or you've got this going on in this song. Like, how do you reconcile, how do you deal with when people want to come up and be and I guess basically start issues because you're calling out something that maybe you've kind of hit yourself too. You know what I mean?
Well, what I tell people in a lot of my reactions is, I'm not the rap god. I'm not the fucking be all say all. If I say this needs work and nobody else agrees with me, or that I'm not on point with that, then don't work on it by all means. I know I'm not perfect. I know a lot of my mixing a lot of the time is fucking horrible, but it is what it is. I mean, I know I got growth I got to do, but I'm pointing out the growth so you can grow as well. So I can recognize it in other people's songs. I recognize it in my own songs. Like when the GMP cipher came out, I knew that my vocals sounded different than everybody else's, but that was on my end. That wasn't TTO. That was my end. So I was like, okay, I got to fix something on my side because even TTO couldn't fix my shit. So I fixed my setup, my studio, the way I did it, and hopefully it'll be better going forward. So I can hope.
Yeah, I feel that. I always like to ask because if you make music, like one thing that always stands out to me is like automatically you're making yourself a target as soon as you jump into the reaction game because it's like if you call out one thing, everybody's like, oh, well, you better not make that mistake yourself. Because as soon as you make it, like, they're ready, you know?
Well, the horrible thing, I don't think I was around, like you were around, but me and you weren't fucking with each other yet. But I reacted to a dude that I highly rock with him. He's one of my friends. And I reacted to one of his tracks and I fucking trashed it. Like, I even acted like I fell asleep. And people took that as way over the top offensive. And I was like, I didn't mean to be that bad offensive. I was just trying to get my point across. And him and I were cool. The artist and I were cool like 10 minutes after we had a conversation. But then everybody and their mother came out of the woodwork to bash the fuck out of me. And then that little faggot, it's a rap. It's a rap, yo. That little fucking meth tooth mouth faggot came at me. And he's like, I will fucking stomp you at your house, dude. I'll beat you in front of your kids. I'm like, what the fuck? Over a song? Over a reaction that wasn't even yours? What the fuck? Yeah. And ever since then, me and him have had beef, and it's like I'll stomp the fuck out of that little meth mouth little bitch, but whatever. Like I would love for him to show up at my house. I would. Like, okay, you come out infantry soldier who's 8-0 in MMA, and you tell me your meth mouth ass you gonna beat me? I would love to see that. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, well, that's what I tell people a lot of the same things sometimes because I'm like, I was a combatives instructor in my day, like, and I went to the tournaments and stuff like that. Yeah, I got a little bit thicker after I had a kid, but I can still take your ass. Like, I'm
a lot of people don't understand that. Like, they're like, oh, you learned a little bit in basic training. It's like, no, bitch, there's different levels of fucking instruction when it comes to combatives, and I was the top of the tier, bitch.
Yeah,
there's a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Like, hell, I got a head bag hanging in my background. I use this motherfucker.
Yeah. I wasn't top tier, but I was close. I made it to level 3. But like, I say the same thing. I'm like, everybody wants to talk through all this stuff, but like, y'all don't know what I know. Like, how y'all gonna be making these threats and everything, like coming at it and everything, like. I've gained a little bit of weight since I had a kid. Don't think I can't drop your ass though.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
Look at it this way. Like my last fight, I bumped up to heavyweight accidentally because I was working out too much and I went up to 210. And at that point, you become heavyweight.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. And they found me a match at heavyweight. This dude was top of the fucking ladder at heavyweight. I was bottom rung. I barely made heavyweight, and I still rocked his ass. So you think this little meth mouth faggot is going to kill me? That's funny. But Champ the Rapper, I said, I understand that Jekyl, however, your friend Hatter, I'm going to get destroyed by me. I'm totally confused what you said, Champ.
Yeah, I saw that passed on for a second. I've seen a couple of things about Hatter, actually. Like,
what did Hatter do now?
What has Hatter done? Champion talking about Hatter going to get destroyed. Peerless asked if I know how to contact him. Well, I mean, I could call Hatter right now. Like,
yeah, what did he do?
What has Hatter done to you people? Like,
he must have dropped some shit.
Hatter just went on. He must have just like went live for a minute and said "fuck you" to everybody.
That was Fisherman Gabe. I'll beat both these guys' asses while reeling in a fish. All right, we can find that out. That's cool. I haven't fought in a while, so I've been earning for that fucking next fight, man.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing but I will destroy him.
Hatter. What the
Champion is
fuck?
in
He's against him
favor.
too. Oh, that's the same guy. What the hell?
Champion is in favor of butter on bread, and Hatter is not. Okay. Well, Champion's
Jason
wrong
JV.
though.
I'm
Like, I mean,
concerned for Hatter too. What the fuck did he do?
nothing but
Somebody
I will
fill me
destroy
in.
him. Champion is buttergrain. I will say, like, listen, indiscriminately putting butter on bread is wrong. Okay, if you put it on bread every now and then, like, I'm gonna settle the debate. Butter occasionally goes on bread. It does not always go on bread. Like, y'all crazy if you think it goes on bread all the time.
When you're making a grilled cheese, it goes on there so you don't burn the bread. But other than that, no.
Yeah. Yep, you got it. I'm concerned for Hatter now too. Alpha got say, hey, that's no lie though. Like my wife, listen, sympathy pounds when you have a kid is real. My wife was like, I want to eat, but I don't want to, and like she would guilt me into that shit, like for real.
Damn all the sympathy pounds. All three of my kids, I had the morning sickness. None of my like the mothers of my kids never had sympathy or had fucking morning sickness. I don't know why, but I did. And they didn't have shit. So they could eat what the hell ever, and then I would be puking next morning. It's like, what the fuck is this? I'm not the pregnant one. This has been bullshit.
Jess says, don't let Jekyl fool y'all. I body him daily. He is scared of me.
I body him daily. I ain't scared.
Ain't scared? Let's see.
I ain't scared.
Buttering.
I ain't scared of nobody.
Hatter's anti-butter. So we're sticking. If you put it on bread, it's a hamburger. That's a huge no. Oh, butter on a hamburger. That's gross. You're gonna have to get.
Yeah, they don't go on hamburger.
We're getting dissed by Champion 2 now.
I haven't had a diss track battle since the ENC gang, for me and Mackie.
Let's see. Ain't no one want butter. All right, so this conversation has full on like turned into the butter conversation. I'm just saying it ain't right to put butter on everything.
Give me ammunition. So Hatter, Jekyl, and Hacker. You know you put Hatter twice, right? Just not out there.
He double pissed. He double pissed.
I don't know if you noticed that. I'm not too scared of your diss track if you're putting Hatter twice.
It's an extra
this,
fuck you.
I quit smoking cigarettes a while, and then I started smoking again. So I'm smoking. I don't give a shit. I quit smoking for a while, but now I'm back at it, unfortunately, because it costs too goddamn much nowadays to smoke a cigarette.
I quit smoking almost 3 years ago, and I vaped for a little while. I went to like the little nicotine pouches, like little Zen things. Those were my jam.
Well, my dumbass, I should have stayed quit after basic training, because you can't smoke in basic training for those who don't know. But
yeah.
I was stone done with them for like cold turkey after like a month, but basic training is like 3 months. And as soon as I was done with basic training, I bought a pack just because I could. I had that freedom to do it again, so I did it. And I should not have done that at all. But I'm retarded, so don't mind me.
I feel you. I did the same thing with dip, man.
Well, it's weird is how hard it is to quit this shit, because I've never had an addictive personality in my life. Like when I was a kid, I used to smoke a lot of weed. I used to sling coke. I used to do coke, smoke crack, everything.
Yeah.
And one day I was just like, I don't want to do it no more, so I quit. Like cold turkey, out of the blue, done. And I've never had a fucking earning for it or nothing ever since. But cigarettes, goddamn, they're about a bitch.
Yeah. Well, cigarettes are that thing. Like to me, cigarettes and dip, like, because I grew up a can of Grizzly every day. Then I started smoking when I joined the Army. Actually, I didn't start smoking until I was done with basic. And so I started smoking at that point. And then it was like I got up to probably a can of Grizzly a day and then like a pack of Camels a day. And that was when my daughter was born. I was like, man, I can't be doing all this around her all
Yep.
the time. Like,
Yeah, I swore a vow I was going to quit smoking when my daughter was born, and
yeah,
she's 3, so
yeah.
I'm a little bit late on that promise. My bad.
So we'll talk real quick. Let's talk about Her Eyes, since we're talking about our kids and we're talking about being dads and everything, man. I think one of the things that really pushed me on your music, when I really started digging with your music, rocking with your music a lot, was when I heard Her Eyes, because it really humanized you a lot.
Mhm.
And to this day, I mean, some of my favorite songs with you are the ones where you're actually telling your story. You know what I mean? Not because you've got the stuff that kind of goes outside of that a little bit.
Yeah, I got the crazy
But
side.
yeah. Yeah, and the crazy stuff's cool, you know. I mean, you know how to flow and everything, and so it comes off fine. But like my favorite songs from you are definitely the ones where you're talking your story, telling kind of what you've been through and everything. And so tell everybody, because I've heard you talk about it a couple of times, but tell everybody like where Her Eyes come from, like really kind of get that out there.
Yeah, I wrote Horizon. Like when I get my emotional bag, I guess people want to call it, is some of my best music. I'll agree to that, but at the same time, it's the hardest shit to write because it'll put me
Mm-hmm.
in this like depressed fucking state for like a month after I write it. And when
Yeah.
I did Her Eyes, is because me and my ex are going through this custody battle where, like, I did nothing wrong to my ex. I never did nothing wrong to my kids. And then the court all of a sudden out of the blue says I can't have my kids overnight because my son's not 1 yet, even though I was the one that watched them overnight while my ex worked overnight. So I didn't understand that. So I got the shit under the stick when it came to that. And Her Eyes, I wrote the chorus in there because that's the song I sing to her every night before she goes to bed when I do have her.
Yeah.
And I sound like shit when I sing, but she likes it, so I don't give a fuck. And the
Yeah.
laugh at the beginning is my daughter's laugh because I was
Yeah.
sitting there tickling her one day and she was just going crazy. So, and then Blindside, he was checking that song and he's like, Jekyl always putting these creepy ass laughs in the beginning of his shit. I'm like, that's my daughter. He's like, oh, my bad. Like, yeah, goddamn it. But no, that's one of my favorite songs because I know when she gets older, she's gonna be able to listen to that and know,
Yeah.
you know, exactly where I was coming from my heart at 3 years old. Actually, it was like 2 at the time I wrote it.
Well, it's kind of that same place as M when he did Mockingbird, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like kind of in that place of, you know, he even says, "I can't sing for shit, but I feel like singing, so let's
Yep.
go."
Yeah,
But yeah,
sometimes it doesn't matter how good you can sing. If there's something behind it, there's a reason why you're doing it, or there's emotion behind it. That's all that matters. Because whoever you're singing it to, like my daughter, she's gonna know I sing that song all the time,
yeah,
and she's gonna know what it means when she gets older.
right. So did you do music before the army, or was that a thing that you picked up like after you got out?
Yeah, I've been doing music since I was 14 years old. I started out with doing poetry, and I didn't know what to do with my poetry because at the time, like that was all considered homosexual. And back in those
Yeah,
days, if you were homo, that wasn't a good thing.
yeah,
And like I wasn't a homo, but that's how I got my feelings out.
right.
And I didn't know what to do with it. And then I heard Snoop Dogg's his dog pound or not dog pound his doggy style come out. And I was like, I know what I want to do with my fucking poetry now. And ever since then,
Mm-hmm.
I've been just rapping. And then I signed up with Shine Records. And though that was the worst decision ever, they carried me from about 17, 18 years old up until I was about 26.
Yeah,
And they were just gassing me up the whole time. They're like, oh, dude, your shit is fucking awesome. It's flawless. You're like one of the best I've heard. And then I go back and listen to some of the shit I did. It was garbage. It was horrible. So that was probably the worst thing for my career is them gassing me up like that.
yeah,
Because then I joined YouTube and I got people like Sleepy who criticized the fuck out of everything I did. And I was like, I couldn't understand. I went from being the best to trash, and I didn't understand. But that's why I like honest reactors.
absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I know because I think you've listened to some of my music. I've listened to some of yours. Like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you're gonna have issues with what people are doing. Like, you're gonna point out something. That's still how you grow. And if you're an adult about it, like, you're gonna be like, you know what? I kind of did fuck that up. Or you're going to be like, we have a difference in taste. Like, it's cool. I've never understood people who get mad about a reaction that comes out and says, I don't like this piece. Like, here's what I don't like about it. Now, if you just say, I don't like this piece, and then period, move on, like,
Yep.
yeah, maybe there's an issue with that. But, like, but I've never been that way. You know, you've seen reactions of yours that, like, to your songs that I wouldn't rock them with 100%. And I'm like, well, this is what I don't like about it. And I know because you've, like, weighed in and said, okay, well, this is either this is why it's that way, or, yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. I'm going to let this cat out of this room.
The Cypher verse, an echo. I don't hear an echo personally. But I guess there's an echo. I don't know. So I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I mean, and that was what I got into, too. I'm pretty sure that was probably like a StreamYard's thing. Like, StreamYard might have been amplifying a little bit. I'm going to let this cat out of my room real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, Luna's going to get into a champion. And Champion's submitting a versus fucking Cypher competition. You know, Luna is one of the judges, so watch yourself there, champ. She's going to give you a fucking 1.0 or some shit. If it wasn't. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
She might have said she might give you a 0 if she finds out the champion is the verse she's listening to. She's going to give you a 0.
Wait, champion what?
On Cypher. Shit.
Champion's still talking smack up in here?
Champion throwing shots to everybody. Yeah.
Let's see. He's looking for beef to put on his buttered sandwich. Oh, man. Let's see. Lunatic also trying to get dissed. Man, Champion coming in here with the heat, though.
I'm so confused right now. What happened?
Wait, what happened? You kind of broke up for a second there. What was that?
So confused. Alive or not? What the fuck?
Yeah, we're still alive. You might have dropped off on me, though.
I don't know what the hell happened.
What's that?
Are we back? What the fuck's happening right now? Are we back?
Yeah, we're good now. We're good now.
Or
Yeah,
was that my side or?
Up. I think it was yours. I'm not 100%.
My internet did something weird. I don't know. Both of our little boxes were black and did this little spinning wheel. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? Might be my side. I don't know.
It's Tater's
It's the
fault.
Jekyl
She
STD.
just got here. She just got here and she's already causing issues. She muted. I saw she muted.
Now
Roxy
see, Luke knows
a minute ago.
Jekyl with the technological for disease.
TTDs.
We did what about Roxy?
We replaced. Tater went through and accidentally muted Roxy a minute ago. So, yeah. So Tater bringing her issues in on your TTDs. That's just going all kinds of crazy.
Is this CNN? What's up, Fuggin? How you doing, buddy? This isn't CNN. If it is, fuck Biden, fuck old Fauci, and Merry Christmas. Yeah.
You gotta get them plugs out there. Yeah, I feel you. Let's see here. What was this over here now?
Oh,
let's see. What up,
shit going on in chat?
CNN, Tyler News Network. Yep. This is CNN. I was trying to find something in the chat, but
what the fuck is happening with this fucking connection?
I don't know, man. We rolling through it. He said that he cuts out China definitely watching this. Oh yeah, he said fuck Biden and then boop, boop. boop, boop.
He says that he cuts out. China definitely watching that.
Champion says Champion's dissing Jekyl, Hatter, AlphaTyler, Lunatic, and Simple. God bless, man. You gonna have a badass response coming to you though. I'm gonna tell you, man. You might not want to dig that big of a hole. Like, God bless.
Shit, the last person that dissed me, I bought them responding.
You kind of dipped a second there. You went robot on me for a second there.
It dissed me. I bodied him without even responding. So
yeah. That's what's up. Hey, if you ain't even got to give a response, come on now.
Yeah, keep it on squares and shit. Now, last time they dissed me, he got bodied, and I didn't even respond to him. So
that's what's up. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know, champion coming for some heat right there. Jekyll, Hatter, AlphaTyler, Lunatic, and Simple. God bless, man. You getting a damn cipher in response? Like, fuck. We'll be making the champion cipher next.
Simple don't rap. I don't think so. Just
wait. What was that? I heard Simple don't rap something.
Do I need to bounce come back in? It's just all fucked up.
Maybe try hopping out and hopping back in because it might stabilize it a little bit. Let me know, guys. Am I still coming through clear? Because I think I am. But tell me if I'm wrong. StreamYard is telling me that I am, so I'm thinking it is. Let's see, you're looking smoother there.
I don't know what's happening. The tech STDs, man. No, I was saying he's dissing everybody, but the only ones that actually rap in that little conglomerate of names is me and you. Because Jess don't rap, Hatter don't rap. I don't know if Simple raps. I don't think he does.
Simple raps.
Okay, so 3 of us will come back out of 5.
That's all it'll take, though. Hillbilly said he's gonna fart in the mic, so I mean that'll be something.
That'll be better than the last dude that fucking dissed me, be farting in the mic. You couldn't understand shit he said except that I'm racist, and then he drops the N-word like 2 paragraphs. I'm like, what the fuck? You're a little white kid. You can't say that. So what the fuck?
Talking about fighting and stuff, man. Have to wait and see on the JMP Cypherverse. That's right. Simple got a submission.
Well, I can't wait. Did you upload it or did you do it correctly? Because if you upload it, I ain't listening to it.
I think you did it correctly.
Okay.
Oh, man. Let's see. I got people that will respond to this for me.
Jess, you don't know no rappers. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know nobody.
Listen, me and DK are part of the Butter Gang. Well, you can bring DK, but I'm saying like you gonna need a little bit. I mean, I'm just saying you're gonna need a little bit. Like, I think DK.
So he's gonna pick a fight and then brings him back up. That's like, okay, I'll pick a fight with everybody and bring Crip. Fuck it.
Yep. I'm pissed at you all. Let me go call my homies over here now.
Right.
Look at that. Or you bring DK in this. Oh, man. All right. Whew. Man, the chat really got heated over the butter thing. Like, the butter thing took over YouTube for a little bit. Like, no shit. Like I didn't think because Scheme. My biggest problem with Scheme's video was I was like, why are you microwaving bacon? Like get up off that microwave bacon stuff. Like, that was my biggest beef. But then the whole internet like zoned in on the fact that the man was not putting butter on his sandwich. I'm like, good God, like
Yeah, all of Twitter blew up about butter. I was like, what the fuck did I miss about butter?
Yeah, did you catch the part too where it turned into like how you wipe your ass? Like if you go back to front or front to back and all
I
that. I'm
missed that
like,
whole part.
well, DK's sketchy on some opinions anyway because he's wrapping his whole hand up with the toilet paper and then like moving a piece off and everything. And I'm like, how you ain't dragging your toilet paper in the toilet anyway? Like
Right?
halfway through that, like I don't know.
That's weird.
It's a thing though. I'm like,
we're gonna go to Three Seashells here in a minute.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Yeah, that was an intense conversation. Like I saw his stream about that. I'm like, how you doing this? Like I just want to know how you ain't dragging your toilet paper in the damn toilet, like defeating the purpose of all this.
Well, I don't understand a lot of the shit that's going on Twitter nowadays. Like people are talking about some weird shit. And it's like become a big battle about everybody. And it's like, what the fuck? Who cares about how I make my toast?
Right?
That's my business.
I like my toast. I ain't gonna lie. Like my local butcher shop, we sell like some. They got it's called steak butter. I don't know what's in it. I think it's like steak grease, like mixed in with butter or something. But it's fantastic, and I like to butter my toast with that because it tastes like steak. You know.
Well, it depends what you're eating the toast with. If you're doing like some garlic bread with some spaghetti or something, that's different. But if you're just eating regular ass toast, put some jelly on that shit. You don't need no butter.
You're right. You don't need butter. You just gotta go. But butter and toast, like if you get it warm, like drop the butter on while it's warm, and then go with the jelly after. Like
that shit is delicious. See, both of them are delicious, but I'm not gonna start a war over which one I like better.
Hell no.
It's fucking toast. I got bigger shit to worry about than toast.
And then we got Champion right here ready to go to war. Let's see. I mean, I released a joke diss track, give people a good laugh. We all need that. Not, man, we fucking with you. Like nobody taking this whole butter thing seriously. Like don't get into stuff like that.
Be careful with that. ENC, me and him came up with a perfect fucking campaign idea for his ENC Cypher 1 and 2. Was I was going to battle Mackie in public, and that would promote Cypher 2 because I was on it, and I was going to drop my response on Cypher 2 so everyone would clue in, and that whole thing exploded into a whole bunch of people actually beefing with each other. I was like, what the fuck? Me and Mackie were just playing. So I had to just put an end to that. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to rewrite my entire verse, and I'm not going to mention Mackie once.
Yeah.
Because people can't understand a fucking joke when it's a joke.
People too quick to get in their feels right now. Like too many people just upset for no reason over everything.
Yeah.
God bless.
So if you don't like it, don't look at it. If you don't like listening to it, turn it off. Don't like reading it, close the book.
Yep.
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean majority of America might not like it. Why the fuck are you talking shit?
Yeah.
I'm old school.
I don't know. You smoking them Marlboros though? When I used to smoke, like I was all about some Camels, man. Like I can't. Marlboro just tastes like rolled up paper to me.
I started out smoking Camels, but then the only reason I did that was not because there was a camel on the box and it was, their puppet or what the fuck ever it's called was making me want to smoke it because there was a camel. And that's why they got rid of the Camel. It's because they were cheaper than Marlboros were when I was a kid growing up. And now Marlboros are actually cheaper than Camels still with the 2-for-1 deal. Because right now they're almost $10 a pack where I'm at. So it's like, it's an expensive fucking habit.
Right on.
Piley, how you doing?
Cheap here. What up, Piley?
Dude, after you smoke some pines, dude, nothing tastes bad.
So talk to me a little bit about J&P because you've been pretty vocal lately about the fact, everybody's calling J&P a label. It's not a label. It's not a, just talk about what J&P is and like where you're wanting it to go because I know you recently signed you signed Simba, MCQ, and Ethic at once. Yep.
And now we're looking to sign a couple more artists. One of them is an underage artist, so we got to go through his parents to sign the contract. But I don't know, JMP, I don't know what you want to call it because it's not a label, but it's more than a promotion company. There's a lot of promotion companies out there.
Yeah.
We'll invest in our artists, but at the same time, we don't expect any as far as monetary gain from our artists. Like if, like say, Ethics, say he wants to drop an EP and I invest $900 into his EP and I cover all mix and masters and production of his beats.
Yeah.
All I expect to recoup is that 900. Anything after 900 is his, 100%. Right. So I don't know what you want to call that, but we invest in people's success is what we do because there's so much underrated talent out there and unheard because they don't have the networking. We got the networking, but we don't want to make a profit off of our artists. I think that's wrong. That's what labels do. They lock them into a contract where it's like, well, I want to work with this artist. And it's like, well, you can't work with them because they're our competition and blah, blah, blah. Work with whoever the fuck you want to. I don't care. Because your fans are going to meet their fans and their fans are going to meet your fans. We're going to get the views from both fan bases and grow JMP plus you. So that's why I look at it. I don't expect to make anything off our artists.
Yeah. You're just looking to help people get a platform who might not have a platform.
Yeah. I want to grow this platform organically. I don't want to pay for subs. Like I had one artist, I'm not going to drop any names in. He got mad because we were buying subs because all of a sudden he just blew up like a big over, like within a span he blew up. And I had to explain in a live how fucking networking works because he was getting subs from like Argentina and shit. And it's like, well, because we got an Argentinian fan base thanks to Erland. Well, I call him Erland, but it's like Wonderland or something like that. Yeah. But we got networks all over the fucking world, so just because somebody with a name you can't pronounce sub to your shit doesn't mean it's a paid fucking thing. It just means we're pushing your shit out all over the fucking world.
Yeah.
And he understood at the end of it. He apologized for going at me like, "Hey, stop buying my subs." And I'm like, "I ain't buying. If I bought your subs, you'd be like at 1,000+ subs overnight because that's how the buying sub shit works. Is you grow like explosive overnight." This was organic over about a week span for like 200. I'm like, that ain't shit if you can get like 3,000 over it.
Absolutely. Jackson.
I don't agree. I don't agree with the doing the. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Jacksonville Joe said what up to Jekyl and Fat Jesus. What up, man?
Well, Joe. Joe actually has an EP in the works, and I can't wait to fucking hear it. Cannot wait to hear his fucking EP. I don't even know if he's linked up with TTO for that first beat. Not like I've got no updates. People don't tell me shit. Like I control my artists. I don't know what's going on with Joe's EP. He's my vice president. I don't know what's going on with Rule Songs. All of a sudden, he'll just like hit me up and be like, "Dropping this today." I'm like, "Thanks for the heads up," so I could promote the motherfucker. But you know, whatever. I don't care what my people do. As long as they're not bringing drama to the JMP name, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because one thing that we hate is fucking drama.
Right. Simple says rap. JMP is a rap conglomerate. Jess responded and said JMP is just a badass company. I mean, I appreciate JMP personally because, like, I mean,
I don't know what you want to call those.
Yeah. Like I started rocking with you guys. I don't know when it was. I mean, it wasn't recently. I don't
About
know,
5 months ago.
Time, yeah, something like that.
It was like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, but I mean, like over time, we just kind of ended up rocking together and talking and stuff. And it was like, you know what? You guys are chill. Like y'all don't want to be up in the shit. We've talked a couple of times. It's like, hey, I don't want to be up in everybody else's shit. You don't either. Like, it's cool. Like, fuck them. Like, let's go.
Me and you have had a couple phone calls now where both me and you were brought into some drama. Like, we keep getting brought up because we need to talk. So we talk. We call each other on the phone. We call each other on the phone. And we're like, okay, what the fuck? We're both like, dude, I don't want no part of this shit.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, that's something you got to deal with in this game is the drama and bullshit that everyone keeps wanting to keep stirring up and starting. And it's like, okay, JMP ain't got shit to do with that. Just because one of my members might have said something in a live that you were in or something like that. It's like they have freedom of speech. They can say what the fuck they want. It doesn't mean JMP is against you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's where I've always really appreciated you. That's where I've appreciated everyone else. I'm like, I get along with you guys individually. You know what? Whether I'm talking about you, Jess, Dan, Joe, whatever the case may be. Like, I like all of you guys individually. But it's like I also know, like, if we got something to talk about, like, we can talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't gonna turn into I'm gonna wake up tomorrow to like 15 messages saying, "Oh, Jekyl went live and said this shit about you." You know what I mean? Like we gonna talk about it.
No.
And that's the thing.
I like
to
having
me,
connections and relationships like that.
Yeah.
Like, I got that relationship with you. I got that relationship with Hatter. Like, you and I have had beef where we were both into it. Same with me and Hatter. And in both cases, we called on the fucking phone. We had a conversation, and it was squashed at that moment. We didn't buy into the bullshit. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like nobody owns my name. Nobody owns your name. Like, leave us out of your shit. Like, if I've got something to say, I got a big enough mouth to say it on my own. I don't need somebody else saying it for me. You know what I mean? Like,
well, anybody that's ever been rocking with Jekyl or JMP, if we got something to say on a business level, or if I got something to say on a personal level, trust me, you're gonna fucking know it, because I'm not gonna hide. I don't mince my words. I don't fill myself. You're gonna know.
Yeah.
Her name dropping up in houses. What's up, Hatter? I got your text, everybody. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm trying to find the that I got from the post office because it's delivered, but you're saying it's not there yet, but it said delivered. So I don't know if they did it to the wrong PO box or what the fuck happened, or I don't know. I'll try and find the receipt, but I think it's the way. So I don't know where to go from here. We'll figure it out then. If I gotta buy or what the hell ever the case is, I don't know.
Hatter, you're extremely popular in this stream too, so I don't know why everyone is looking for you, but damn if they ain't. So just know everybody looking for you right now.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's dropping your name in here like, fuck Hatter. I'm going to get Hatter. It's like, what did he do? I want to know.
I want to know what you did just so I can sit on the side and eat some popcorn. Like, I'm ready to hear some shit.
Hell yeah.
I need to bring that up. Let's see. I don't know what got brought up, but yeah, definitely. I mean, we talking about some other stuff between us. Like,
I know what got brought up, but this ain't the time or place to be fucking bringing up. No, I saw what was brought up in the chat, and this ain't the time or place. This ain't for that shit.
No.
Like I said, everyone keeps trying to stir up some drama and shit and get me and my fucking crew involved. Stop that bullshit. We don't give a fuck. We're done with the drama. All of us. Fucking stop.
Yeah. If it ain't about butter on toast, like we ain't weighing in. That my side. Like Jekyl can talk for his side, but I'm saying, like, we ain't weighing in on no kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Jekyl, AlphaTyler, Hatter, lunatic are also getting dissed. Oh, Hillbilly talking about Hatter's birdseed boobies. Listen, Hillbilly, I didn't leave you out a minute ago on purpose either. Like, I'm trying to keep up with this chat, but damn, y'all popping on the chat. Like, shit. Like,
some people are throwing shots in this chat. Some people are just talking funny shit. But good God, it's like a fucking war zone there. I'm glad I'm up here.
Know, like we getting popping. This might be the most popping interview chat we've had yet. Actually, been.
I didn't say what's up to Tater. How you doing, Tater? I didn't say hi to her. My bad. She's been here for like fucking 30 minutes and I didn't say hi yet. My bad.
So let's see. We talked about what's going on with JMP. We talked about what JMP is. Doc says Jimmy in the background. Well, Jimmy's at Loopy's house, but fuck that bird. we kind of caught up on what JMP is. We talked about like where you came from and everything. Like, why did you settle on rap? Like when you started, because you were talking about like you started writing poetry and everything, and
Yeah.
so how did you settle on like rap being the way that you pushed that poetry out and all that?
Well, I grew up in Colorado, and my dad only listened to fucking country music, which I still love country music, a lot of it. Like Luke Bryan's fucking awesome. He's one of my favorite artists. But it was hard to convey that because I can't sing for shit. Like if I had a
Yeah.
vocal fucking ability, I might have gone that route. But I heard rap for the first time with Snoop Dogg, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. Because this is exactly how I write, is already lyrically like that. All I gotta do is put it to a beat. And I thought that was like the fucking key. As long as you can write and you can put it to a beat, you're good. I was so fucking wrong on that. I didn't know shit about cadence or flow or any of that shit. I didn't know nothing. But that's how I stuck on rap, was Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. Ever since then, I haven't turned back. But I love all music except for classical. It's got to have words to it.
You don't like classical?
I like Beethoven and Mozart. Other than that, I can't fucking stand classical. It's got to have words.
I rock with some classical just because like I enjoy listening to kind of the feeling, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been big into classical. Like people are saying that you can get more emotional over a classical song than you can in anything that has lyrics. I'm like, I beg to disagree. All I hear is trumpets and shit.
I would prefer to have lyrics 100%, but I can rock with it.
I mean, if it's on, it's not the worst thing in the world. The only thing I can't stand is the screaming gothic death metal shit. Like I like Korn and all those types of shit, but I don't like the just screaming into a mic. Can't understand what the fuck they're saying because they're just screaming. That's not music. That's just screaming and pissed off.
Yeah. So speaking of like diversity, like different music and everything, what is what is up with like the diversification of JMP? Because I noticed like MCQ to me came way out of left field. You know what I mean? Like that was out of there. Like because I'm like and I love MCQ. Like I get it. I get her appeal. I get the music, but going with like JMP artists and everything that you've been rocking with, besides her, she's the dark horse. You know what I mean? Like she kind of out of left field a little bit.
Well, no, we rock with all music types. Like if you're good at rock music, then we'll fuck with you. If you're good at country music, if you got a good voice like she does, then we know a star when we see one. And just because a lot of people haven't heard of her or won't fuck with her doesn't make her not a star. It just makes her not have a network. And that's where we come into play. Is we give them our network and help them out. Yeah. We're not going to make them, huge success stories overnight, but we can help. We might give them connections to some people that can make them stars overnight. You know what I mean?
Did anybody's eyes kind of pop when you brought her on board? Like, did anybody kind of say something about that being different for you?
No, a lot of people, like, I've not heard a negative thing about MCQ other than the person that she tried to sign with before us. Didn't sign her because she's not the model perfect fucking skinny size 2 model looking type.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason. You say you got an amazing voice, but you're not marketable because you're not thin. It's like, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you look like. If you can sing like that, you're marketable.
It's a shame to be a mother, right? Like absolute shame to not gag yourself every time you eat and all that and
Well, everybody's made differently. I'm like, I don't hate heavier set people. I don't hate thin people. It's like everybody's their own person. Just because you might be heavy set don't mean that you're not a cool person.
Yeah.
So
now I love Miss Carolina Queen. I love her music. I love 100% of what she does. I was personally really glad when I saw that you guys were signing her on, just because I'm like, that is the push that she needs. Like the connection maybe to some other artists, because some of the criticisms I've given her before is like her singing is beautiful. Sometimes when she's rapping, she gets a little bit off, but having that connection to artists is gonna help her, you know what I mean? and kind of seeing you guys take her on, like I really appreciated seeing that. Like and plus she's a wonderful person.
Yeah,
So I
she's
mean,
a
fuck all
sweetheart.
that.
Like I've talked to her, one on one. Well, I don't do the one on one with females. So Jess was present, but that's just to protect my own ass type of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying MCQ would ever do that, but I just protect my ass. I learned that in the Army. You protect your ass when you're messing with the opposite sex.
Yep.
And she's an amazing fucking person. I've never had a problem with her. And she told us that what happened with this last person. I'm like, I can't fucking believe that, because I didn't know what she looked like. I didn't care because I heard her voice and her talent. I was like, that's what I cued in. I don't care what you look like.
Yeah.
And I think she's a beautiful, beautiful woman. She's not like the little, Taylor Swift looking motherfuckers, but they're like a size 2 or size 1 or -0 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. They're still marketable because you fucking sing amazingly. Look at Adele. When she first came out, she was big. And she could still fucking rock it. So who cares about what somebody looks like?
Yeah, exactly. Do you make music I want to hear or not? Like,
yeah.
Nah, I'm 100% with you on that. And I think it's strong. I mean, I think, like I said, I really appreciated kind of seeing like that diversification come. I also really like, I mean, dipping in with the asylum and stuff, like taking ethic, because in my mind, like I've always lumped JMP and the asylum together anyway.
Yeah, we've always been rocking together.
Yeah.
I've been rocking with all of them before there was asylum.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like I've been rocking with all y'all about the same amount of time. So when I saw Ethic coming over, I'm like, hey, like that's awesome. Now there's that marriage. Like, come on.
Yeah. And I talked to Maniac one-on-one before we made that transition, because I don't want it to be like, okay, JMP is stealing the asylum artist from asylum, but that's not the case. Maniac's taking a little bit of time off, and he said, if you can help these artists, help them out. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, whether absolutely. It's a temporary thing or a permanent thing, whatever. They're my boys, and they were my boys before asylum or JMP existed. Yeah. So there should be no difference now.
Absolutely. Jess pointed out that somebody is behind you watching.
Yeah. Oh, Jekyl here.
So tell me about the mask a little bit. That was kind of in my bag of questions I wanted to get out of the way with you too. Where does the mask come from? Like I've like I said, it's one of those things we've talked enough that I feel like I kind of know like where you're coming from, but throw that out there. Like where does the mask come from? What is it to you? Like how does it fit into your music? All that.
Well, the mask is kind of symbolic, like Weeskin was saying during his mask reveal after party thing, where he kind of went off about, why he did the face reveal. It wasn't supposed to be a permanent thing anyway. But I think everybody's got an inner Jekyll in them. It's that voice that is deep down wanting to say what you really think and what you really feel, but you always put that cap on him just so you can save face in public or you don't look like an asshole. And that's what the mask, everyone puts that mask on at some point, where they're like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm going to tell you what I think. But then they take it off, and then they're back to their normal, personable self. And that's where the mask comes in, is when I put that on, it's like, I'm going to tell you what I really think, and I don't give a shit what you think about what I think. But I kind of got rid of that because, one, it's hot. It's hot as fuck. And two, you can't hear what the fucking very clearly, so I did it with the mask. Now it's a prop on my background. I like it.
See, because I noticed you used to have it hanging on the wall with a championship belt or something like that.
Yeah, that's the bam.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it on top of the bag there. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. I kind of gave it to myself, if I'm gonna be honest. That was for the whole Mackie beef thing, which wasn't really a beef, but I went out and bought it because I won the ENC challenge of a bar challenge. I had the most bars in a song, and I won the contest. That's where that belt came from. And then he did his whole top 10 list or whatever, top 25, and then Mackie got the #1 spot. So it's like, okay, you're on top, and I'm on top, so I want to see who's going to take the belt. And I still got the belt. like Mackie did good, but at the end of the day, the polls showed that Jekyl won. So
yeah. Heard that Jekyll in the Mask knows how to count.
Yeah, thanks to Loopy. That's how I met Loopy. He submitted a fucking track for me to react to, and his chorus was counting. It was like 1, 2, and I was like, dude, I learned how to count in fucking Sesame Street. You don't need to be fucking counting. And I roasted the shit out of him for that. And ever since then, me and Loopy been cool. So I don't know.
Yeah. God, I don't even know how I met Loopy. Like I think it was talking shit to his bird. Like I think that might have been like the spark. Because his bird wants to flex on me as soon as I'm gone, you know.
Dude, him and his fucking birds, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, fuck that bird. I'm a deep fry that sumbitch one day.
I was on live the other day, and the bird ended up jumping on his fucking little mouse wheel and started fucking with this whole live stream. I was like, that was funny shit. This bird fucking took over the live stream.
Oh man, let's see. Nah, Tyler, listen. You think Jimmy can flex on me? Listen, me and Jimmy. Look, Tater got my back too. I'm just saying.
Now, Loopy actually just sent me a beat today. Project we're working on. I can't wait to get started on that. It's gonna be fun. I like working with him. He's a professional dude when it comes to his music, so I like it.
Dan's ready to start trolling. He says he agrees Jekyll is a dope country music singer.
Yeah, all right. I don't know what the fuck country music I'm making, but whatever. The only way I can country music is if I sounded like Luke Bryan, who's basically rapping in country slang. That's about it. I think that's why I like Luke the most, is because he says what he thinks and he don't give a shit if it's country or not. He's going to tell you what he thinks.
That's what I'm saying. Like I like the community kind of that is built around all of these channels, you know. Like I'm glad to be a part of it, because there's a lot of motherfuckers like ready to just say what they feel, how they feel it, and like you either good with it or you ain't. Like bounce on out if you ain't. Like
yeah, that's most, like, majority of the people I mess with on the YouTube circuit or the underground, wherever people want to call it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't look at it as a bad term saying I'm a YouTube artist, because YouTube is the new mainstream.
YouTube's the platform now, man.
Like even mainstream artists like Eminem dropped that track. And guess where he dropped it? On YouTube. Yeah. So like I only mess with people who tell me exactly what they feel. They don't sugarcoat shit. They're not, backdooring everybody. They say one thing to your face and then you turn around, they're talking shit behind your back. Like some people in my chats, your chats, everyone's going to have those people. But as a majority, I only rock with real people who will, like, one-on-one stand up and be like, yeah, this is how I feel. If you don't like it, we can talk about it or fuck off on it too.
Yeah. Well, that's where I'm at. I think I've had to do, especially with YouTube, I've had to do a lot of soul searching personally, just to figure out like who is actually okay with what I have to say. You know what I mean? Like who is actually going to be cool if I'm saying what I've got to say. They can say what they got to say. We can disagree. Hell, me and Scheme disagree all the damn time. Like, we can disagree at the end of it. Say what you gotta say. Like,
yeah, there's nothing wrong with a disagreement, but if you're talking shit and then agreeing to my face, that's different. Yeah. There's a lot of people that I fuck with as far as like their channels and their following and everything, but then I find out that they're snakes as fuck or hypocritical. I don't mess with them anymore.
Yeah. So who you listen to right now? Like if I went out, like we're riding down the road together, what's going on in your MP3 player, whatever you rocking, CDs? I rock CDs. Like I'm old as fuck apparently, but
I used to rock CDs, but when I bought my new car, it doesn't even have a CD player. So everything's digital now. When I drive, I put on the Eminem Pandora. And that's why I keep in touch with mainstream shit. But even that is starting to come into the YouTube scene. Like all of a sudden, Tom McDonald come on there. The fake Will come on there. I was like, what the fuck is this doing on Eminem?
Yep.
And those are all pre-approved tracks by Eminem to play on his channel. So I was like, okay, so he fucks with Tom McDonald, even though Tom McDonald shit all over Eminem in Fake Woke. I was like, okay, whatever. But as far as the underground, I listen to everybody, honestly. Like, if a new track comes out, off might try and react to it, flood and drop again.
You went robot on me for a second there again.
God damn it. Do I gotta leave and come back in? Or is it better now?
Well, it's been good for a minute. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't think it's dropping hardcore on you.
All right. Well, I fuck with everybody. Like, everyone's got their own unique sound to them. Like, I'll listen all the way up the ladder to, like, you know, Crypt, Tom McDonald, all them. And then I'll also listen to the bottom of the rung people who've dropped their first track just yesterday.
Yeah.
Because everyone's got their unique sound. They got something to say. As long as they're telling me a story, I don't give a fuck who it is. I'll listen to it. If it's just some bullshit flex, like, oh, bitches, money, drugs, all that shit, I'm not with that.
Yeah.
Tell me a fucking story.
NBA young boy with that bitch's money flex. Hey, I'm just saying, I ain't got no love for that shit. I don't know. A lot of people do though. So
how does it feel to be in the presence of greatness? It feels good because I wake up to myself every day.
John remembers when music was carved on stone.
If somebody can tell me a story, it's going to be better than a flex track. Like, some flex tracks are all right. I've done a couple flex tracks or on ciphers. That's what you're supposed to do on a cipher, is bars and flex. But if you can tell a story, then you're probably going to be in my top tier of people I fuck with.
Absolutely.
What up, Elkins? How you doing, sweetie?
What up, Emily? How you doing?
Dude, she's going to blow y'all away with this cipher verse. I'm telling you. I've heard it. Oh, my God.
Right on.
People act like she can't rap. She going to fuck prove you wrong.
I'm just saying, I've heard her rap some. Like she's still killing it.
Yeah.
It's easy to sleep on her because she sings so well, but you know, she starts rolling in with some of that rap.
It takes people off guard. They're like, I didn't know Emily rap. Since when did Emily rap? I'm like, as far as I knew, she always rapped. I thought, but I guess I'm wrong.
Yep. Dan throwing in something for you. I ain't part of the Blue Cord Brotherhood, but you know.
What's up, Bowen? How you doing, buddy? Gotta love the Blue Cord.
Over there on that one. I never
those who know.
I never got to wear one of them fancy blue cords, you know, but I know. I just ain't part of it.
Exactly. Those who know. Those who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But, yep. I love my blue cord.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the best days of my life, is earning my blue cord. That was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah?
It was like a culmination of 3 months of getting my ass kicked. And then we had to do a 12-mile ruck march to get that motherfucker, and then drink from a boot when you got to the top of the hill. I was like, hell yeah, that shit's awesome. And then they gave you the blood tags that they're not supposed to do anymore.
Yeah.
I guess that's outlawed, but I got stabbed to fuck with my fucking, that shit hurt.
You talking about when they used to pin that shit on and smack it in?
Yep.
Oh, that's
the drill sergeant hit me so hard it fucking embedded in my fucking collarbone and shit. That did not feel good.
That's like good old shit.
They can't do that.
You get that nice little sting when it hits right in that right spot. Yeah.
Yeah. First drill sergeant hits it, it fucking impales your fucking collarbone. Then the next 3-4 drill sergeants hit you in the same fucking spot. And it's like, oh my God. But that's hazing nowadays. You can't do that, no.
Oh yeah. Everything's mean in the new army. Like,
I would have loved to join the new army. Shit would have been so much easier. You keep your cell phone. You can have fucking Facebook. It's like, what?
Are you actually at basic training? Like, are you actually doing something right now? Like, come on now.
Like when I was a recruiter, I would send people off, and they're like emailing me and fucking Facebooking me and shit. I'm like, aren't you in basic? They're like, yeah, we're on weekend pass. I'm like, You've been there like 3 weeks. How the fuck did you get a pass? Every weekend's a pass. I'm like, what? That's some bullshit.
I think I'm trying to think back. I think we got to make one. Well, obviously you get to make the "Hey, I'm here" phone call. You know, I'm safe and all that. And then I think we got to make one phone call during basic training, and that was right before graduation to say, "Hey, if you want to come and watch me graduate, like, be here at this time." And you're standing there with the drill sergeant, like standing over you the whole time.
Yep.
What are you saying? What are you doing?
Make sure you don't fucking tell them nothing.
Yep.
Damn. Then you go to the fucking shopette and they have to inspect your bag to make sure you ain't fucking stealing a Snickers or something.
Yep. Absolutely.
We had I don't know about yours, but we had that underground fucking candy factory. We put it up on our ceiling tiles. People would sell that shit for like $10 a Snickers.
So we got busted with somebody trying to do that with like dip, like putting it back behind the washing machines and shit. And we got smoked so hard, man. We got fucking kept up all night. But like, no, we didn't have the ceiling tiles. We couldn't reach our ceiling tiles. Like our ceiling tiles were fucking way up there. And
you had to get on top of the top bunk.
Yeah, well, even from the top bunk, like standing up, you still couldn't reach them shits in our bays. Like,
oh damn.
So
you could lay down and still hit your head. Ours was fucked up. You lay down, you still hit your head. It was bullshit. I guess they did away with that. They can't come in there with the fucking metal trash can and throw that shit across the fucking kill zone. They can't do that no more.
I don't know. I watched them flip bunks and everything. We had this one drill sergeant. He had a fucking bull whip. He got up on top of wall walkers, and while you're going around doing like fire guard, you know, shining your shit around, you shine it up on this motherfucker. He'd be there with his bull whip and crack it at you.
Oh damn! Yeah, that shit ain't gonna fly nowadays.
Yeah.
Like I guess mine was the first iteration of having that stress card that everyone gave out. And our drill sergeants, first day we got there, like, you pull that fucking card on me, I will fuck you in the butt and make your mama watch. I was like, God damn.
I never got to see the stress cards. Like, I'm jealous. Like, people talking about the stress cards, like, I wish I'd seen one of them. Because I'm saying, like, there's one or two times, like, I would have liked to have had that shit.
No, they handed them out, but then we handed them over to our drill sergeants the very first day we got there. Nope.
Yeah. Hand them out and then take it back from you.
Champion, the contest is over Monday. Monday at 8:00, we're going live and picking the winner.
Champion,
so you got till Monday.
That verse yet?
I don't know. He asked when the competition was over, so I guess not.
It's like Ginger Jesus telling you you're going to heaven. What? What? Oh man, I just see. I mean, I see Hillbilly's got his priorities straight at least. Like,
yep, Hillbilly is actually our president now. He got promoted.
Yeah, I heard that. He y'all making some moves around over there.
Well, our president's spot's been vacant for a little while, and I wanted to put somebody in there, and I was going to put him in one of the high-ranking spots a while ago, but he had a lot of personal shit going on. I was like, he's got to figure that out first. I don't want to overstress him, and now that shit's got figured out, and so I was like, okay, well, here's your spot that you've earned a long time ago. I've been rocking with Hillbilly for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
What's up, Buckshot? How you doing, buddy?
What up, Buckshot? Yeah, Hillbilly's a good dude. I mean, that's the thing. I've been watching Hillbilly for a lot longer than I've been talking to him. Good guy, 100%. Like,
yeah.
I know we throw our jokes and stuff like that every now and then, but
yeah, he's a chill dude. He's always got your back when you need him. That's for sure.
Well, and that's what matters. I mean, he's another one of them dudes. Like I said, I can respect anybody that if we got an issue, like, I can fucking talk to you about it, and I know I could reach out and talk to him. You know what I mean? Like,
yep, very personable dude.
Absolutely.
I sent a drive link, but I'll send you another one because I didn't enter properly, and I was half asleep when I recorded the first one. What? Where did you send it?
He sent it somewhere.
Like a drive link is fine as long as you emailed the motherfucker to the right email address that I set up just for this fucking contest. So nothing gets lost in a whole bunch of other fucking emails I get in daily. It's just gonna go right in there, and I can check it when it's fucking time to do it. Excuse me. Lies, all lies.
Put it on Twitter with a drive link. Well, you ain't follow the instructions. Like, God bless.
If it's a Twitter, I ain't gonna look at it. It's got to be emailed to the fucking correct email address that's in the damn description. This ain't hard, people. It's not rocket science.
Tyler won't touch the mustard gang beef. Makes me question. Let's get something straight. Tyler has been on the side of mustard from the beginning. Okay, like let's not get that twisted. Like we even got right here. We even got the habanero honey mustard right here. Like they always gonna be some spicy yella up in my life.
I might diss you on your own cypher beat. You wouldn't be the first one. Blaze did that shit. He fucking did a track, threw some shots at me, and had me react to it live. I was like, you son of a bitch. So you wouldn't be the first one to pull that one on me.
Nope.
But Blaze is good people. I like Blaze.
Let's see. Buckshot says, just got done crying while recording a song I wrote yesterday. Man, it's the hardest song I've ever recorded. Man, that's awesome. Like I said, I was talking to Jekyl earlier about some of his songs. Like, legit, my favorite songs that I've heard from Jekyl are the ones and it's not just Jekyl, it's in general. Like, some of my favorite songs are the ones that, they come from that real place, It's one thing if I want to make a song just flexing on you and talking shit. Yeah. I can do that. I ain't even got to make it personal to you. I can just put your name in there and make it sound personal. You know what I mean? But it's a different thing altogether. If I make a song that's talking about my story or where I've been or something I'm going through, like that's the real shit.
Yeah, like the one I did for my late wife who committed suicide. That shit took 3 years for me to even write that motherfucker and have the ability to record it without breaking down. It took a while. Man.
It's deep. I only recently checked that one out, and then the one about your brother too. Those are some of my favorite songs. Not because I love hearing and knowing it's hard for you, but because that's you that
can tell
real
when
shit.
It's real.
That's how you get to know somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck's in front of my house. Fuck you want?
Learn how to spell Jekyll's
Keep
name
walking
properly. I thought he spelled Jekyll. My bad.
This dude's sitting here pacing in front of my fucking house. What the fuck do you want?
I do.
Maybe come beat your pacing? Ass. Yeah, somebody's pacing in front of my house with a toilet paper. You throw that fucking in my house, I'll fuck you up.
Toilet paper.
You're gonna try and toilet paper my tree? I'm gonna fuck this dude up.
Make him clean it up. Just be like, all right, bitch. Now I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't clean this shit up.
Be right back. I'm gonna go fuck this dude up.
Well, this is the intermission time, guys. Y'all get to hang out with me. How's everyone? He forgot his mask. For real, though, Holly. Shit on their feet, grab their TP, and say thanks. Back, did I miss something awesome? Possibly. Let's see. Does DK learn to wipe properly? I'm listening to the background. Project TP Jekyll's house. It's sold. Project. Let's see. Meanwhile, we have an interview with the masked individual in Jekyll's background. Yep. Brenda says, uh-oh. 2Ps any more of that stuff is prime training goods. Yeah, for real. Thought for a second the mask was his kid. Does we have a little Jekyll still? Yeah. I was toilet paper in a house, and some crazy motherfucker came bursting out in a clown mask and ran at me. I literally shit all over myself. Yeah, same, Holly. Probably would never buy toilet paper again. Go to donate your spit to HSF. Hillbilly needs y'all's help with spit for his home because he has had water turned off. So open y'all's hearts and go donate today. Champion, you do really have to figure out how to spell Jekyll the right way. That's like 5 times. Spit once, get spit on free. Well, when he gets back, I got like one more question I'm going to ask him, and then we'll open this up for questions from y'all. Alpha, you still good for Monday? I don't know what Monday is, but yeah. %, yeah. It's spelled Jekyl.
I'm back.
The chat was very disappointed that you didn't put on the Jekyll mask first and then go chase it. Like,
dude, this little kid had to have been like, I don't know how fucking old he was. He's like, I'm gonna catch you slipping, bitch ass nigga. I'm like, do I look black to you? You're white. You can't say that, you racist piece of shit. And he's like, what? You ain't one? I'm like, do I look like I'm black? He's like, I don't know. I'm like the whitest fucking dude. It's like, all right, whatever, dude. I just asked him a simple question. I was like, why are you in front of my house with toilet paper? And he got a fucking attitude. I was like, okay, that means you were doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna catch you slipping. I'm like, okay, how are you gonna catch me slipping? Go for it. Oh, fuck kids nowadays, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah, no joke. Comedy roast? Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there, Hatter. I didn't know it was Monday, but yeah, I'll be there. Let's see. I didn't notice Hatter was in here. We were literally like the best piece right here. Was Holly's comment. If I was toilet paper in a house and some crazy motherfucker came bursting out in a clown mask and ran at me, I'd literally shit all over myself.
Right.
Oh man. Let's see.
Oh, fucking kids, man.
You make Mayo look dark, Jekyll.
Exactly. How are you gonna confuse me with a black dude? Like, I know I got tattoos and shit, but come on.
Catching airsoft out the window. Bat, bat, bat.
Yeah, I'll give him something better than airsoft.
Need an assistant. I need an assistant. If you're waiting to catch Jekyll slip and you gotta wait until winter after it snows, then he'll slip on some ice. I know that he's that clumsy fuck. He's clumsy as fuck. Yep. Hey.
Damn right. Fuck ice. That's how I blew my knee out the first time I saw ice.
Yep. But no, so coming into music, I guess the last thing, and then I'll open it up and let people jump in and ask some questions themselves. Last thing I want to ask 100%, like, who were, what, however you look at it, like, coming into music, who were your biggest motivations? Like when you're listening to music, like, who do you write to inspire off of? Because crazy thing, before you answer, crazy thing, like when I first started rocking with you and everything, I was like, this guy likes Twisted, like he has to like Twisted or something like that. And then I asked you about it one day, and you're like, I have no fucking clue who that is. I'm like, what? Because like they wear the contacts and everything, like they rap with like guitars in the background, and like it's Juggalo music, so like they got the Juggalo vibe, you know. And but they got the contacts, and you have the contacts and everything. I'm like, this guy rocks with that 100%, like he has to. And then I asked you about it, and you're like, I have no idea who that is. I'm like, ah.
I don't know. I still don't know who Twisted is. I haven't checked them out yet. But I don't know. I don't really ration from any certain artist because everyone has their own kind of thing, and I kind of do my own thing, and I don't really get inspired by another artist per se. Like I don't listen to a whole bunch of Eminem to get inspired lyrically, or NF to get into my emotional bag. I just do my thing. I don't know. That's a hard question because I don't really listen to other music to get myself inspired to write something. My life inspires me. If I live through something and something is on my mind, I put it on paper and that's it.
Yeah.
Or if I just want to get into my crazy bag, I can do that too. Like one of my favorite songs is Darker Side of Me, and that has nothing to do with anything. I just wrote some crazy shit about killing somebody over napkins and lids.
Right. And some horrorcore shit. Hey, I feel that. So like,
but I hate being compared to ICP though.
Who doesn't?
That shit pisses me off.
Well, the thing is, like, ICP is like that mainstream example of horrorcore. It's like half the people don't realize that horrorcore exists as its own thing without ICP even existing. And so it's like, as soon as you ever do horrorcore, it's like, now you're ICP. Now you're next to ICP or something. You know what I mean? Like 100% because you went in that vein and you've got some kind of theatrics going on or something. It's like, motherfuckers, have you never heard of Guar? Like, can't you give somebody a comparison to something else? Like, come on now.
Instantly, if you paint your face or wear a mask like that, you're ICP. It's like, dude, I think Tech 9 did it before ICP did. I think.
Probably Tech's been doing it for forever. But, like, that's the thing. But, like, ICP commercialized that shit, though. Like, for everything that ICP tries to claim that they're the kings of the underground or whatever, they're not underground anymore. They ain't been underground for a long time. You know what I mean? Like,
since I was in high school.
Yeah, they broke way away from that, like 100%. Prefer old school ICP. Yeah, old school ICP was actually pretty decent. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I rocked with it.
I didn't even know there was a current ICP. ICP still around?
Yeah, they're making like new stuff everywhere. What
up,
I haven't
heard anything
Luana?
since
How you doing?
2004, I think, is the last time I've heard anything ICP. I thought they like went away after Eminem killed them.
Nah, they stuck around like herpes. I don't know. They kept popping back up every couple of years and stuff.
Like, I think everyone's got something to bring to the table, but they only had like 2 good songs that I actually rocked with out of all of the shit they've ever done. So I don't know.
Tater is right too. Kiss did it way before anyone. But
yeah. That is true, Tater. I didn't even think about Kiss.
I didn't either. I never do. Like, I always think about Guar as like the first one because like it's that in your face, you know, theatrical thing, you know. Remember when ICP was mostly around there? Yeah, feel that. What up?
I think I just got hit on by Wonderland.
I can't call Luana Sheezus today because she ran away last time I did that. Hello, Luana. Jekyll's looking good. Yeah, you did, didn't you?
I take that as a compliment. Thank you, I guess.
AlphaTyler or Ginger Jesus in a fight. Well, it's Fat Jesus or Ginger Jesus if we're going there. And I mean, I gotta say, like, there's a certain point where I could just I mean, he's been going to the gym. He's been getting cut. Don't get me wrong, but don't sleep on this corn-fed body, okay? Like we can swing out in the country. Oops, sorry, no distract. Wait, what? Tater ain't even speaking English now. Check out Miza's new TikTok video. He doing TikToks now?
I still haven't downloaded TikTok, and I don't think I'm gonna.
I gotta get on that. I'm following like 5 people. I've posted 1 video on TikTok, but I need to get on that for sure.
Damn it. Got a cow standing on my plate. Does anybody get? What the hell is he talking about now, man?
I don't know. Them some big buns though.
Question for this riddle.
You have a question for a riddle?
I mean, can you answer this riddle?
A riddle? All right, we're going to answer a riddle for my son. What's a riddle?
We see once in a year, twice a week, and never a day. What is it?
You see twice. Give me that thing. We see it once a year, twice in a week, and never in a day. It's once in a year, twice in a week. A full moon? I'm guessing full moon. That's my answer.
Okay.
I don't know. What is the chat thing?
Never. Once in a year, twice in a week, never in a day.
Yeah, I'm thinking a moon.
It's the letter E.
The letter E. You see it once in a year, twice in a week, and never in a. Try the letter E. That might be it too. I might be overthinking.
I think it's the letter E.
Try the letter E. See if that was right. Like, how do you answer it?
Oh, it's on a show.
It's on a show, so I can't even answer. I don't even know what the answer is.
Yeah,
You
I just
can't find
told
the letter?
you because
You
you're
can't
trying
find the
to.
answer?
You can pause it if necessary.
Okay, question.
Hmm?
So you don't need help with anything. You're watching a YouTube video that's asking you questions. You want to solve them?
And you're supposed to solve them.
What do you
They want
solve
you-
them on?
Nothing. You're trying to think and say it out loud.
Oh, okay. Well, you have fun with that. Let me know how it goes.
I think it's the letter E. I'm still technically
Wait,
right.
Skylar, tell me what that.
Letter E.
It was the letter E. All right, so yeah, you got it.
Ah!
I thought it was like the moon or something. Like, I don't know.
The chat blew up with the letter E as well. Napson jumped in.
I guess I'm
Napson
the
ain't
target.
said anything the whole time. He just jumps in with the letter E. Like that was Napson's hello. Hello,
What's up,
Napson.
man?
Riddle. What?
Oh God, we got another riddle.
Which is the top view?
What is the
Letter
top view?
A, B, C, or D?
What is what?
What?
Dude, I don't fucking know. It's geometry. I don't know geometry.
You guys know?
They can't see that. Oh God, he's gonna take over my shit. All right.
Which is the top view? Hang on, what?
Boom. I'm trying. There we go. Boom. Up. There we go. What is the top view?
Mm-hmm. A, B, or C? Or D?
Oh shit! I pushed the button. I think
like,
it's the last one.
I feel like it has to be C.
Alright.
It's either C or D. One or two.
Okay.
I don't know. And
I
then
think it's A or B or C.
okay,
or
well go have fun solving riddles. I don't know. Was I right with D? Or?
The chat is divided on this one. We got C's, A's, D's.
Skylar, what was the answer? A, C, or D? Or
It
D?
doesn't say.
It doesn't say what the fuck the answer is? That's some bullshit.
What is wrong with this riddle book? He needs new riddles.
There's
like-
another.
There's another riddle? It didn't give us the answer to the last riddle. What is that? What's the question? It's like a picture of a bunch of animals and shit. All right, have fun. Go. Go.
Now, if you answered C, then give yourself a pat on the back.
Okay,
If you were
C was the
correct,
correct answer.
throw around such
Go.
by basically visualizing the image and making sure all the colors match up. Next, you've got a photo displayed on screen.
Go.
How many animals can you see here?
How many animals can?
Go.
How many animals can you see?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, 5 is the obvious answer, but I'm pretty sure I'm not seeing something in there.
I got 5.
Yeah, I said 5, but I'm sure there's something missing that I'm missing.
Here. They say 5. Now go away. Let us know if we're right though. What's up, Namson? I got your submission and I haven't listened to it. I listened to it once, but I didn't listen to it very good because I had just woken up when I listened to it, so I gotta go listen back to it again. What? How many?
It was 16.
16?
Yeah.
No fucking way there were 16 animals in that motherfucker.
Look. You just couldn't see the rest.
Couldn't see the rest.
No.
Okay, that's some bullshit. It says there were 16 of them some bitches in there.
What? Where's the tortoise and the elephant? Like, nah.
I think they're making shit up. There ain't no beaver in its head. Well, yeah, I guess you can see a beaver. Okay, that's some stupid shit. That's like them ink blot things. What do you see when you look at an ink blot?
Only if the elephant ate them.
Yeah. Namson, you are very correct. That is a very hard beat to write to, and I give everyone props because I honestly don't think I could write to the beat for the Cypher 2 because it's just not my style. But I'm gonna check it out again. I was like half asleep when I listened to it, Namson, so I'll listen to it again.
All right. Well, let's open it up for a minute. Y'all been popping in the chat. Let's give everybody a chance to jump in, ask some questions, all that jazz. If it starts getting backed up, I'm gonna start booting people so that only one person jumps in, because then it gets crazy if we end up with like 10 people in at once. So just FYI.
That works for me. I'm an open book. I don't care what the question is. I'll answer it.
Come in and
just
ask
be careful what you wish for or ask about, because I'm gonna give you what I fucking think. What's up, Luke?
Hello, Loopy.
Yo, what's up, yo? Jekyl, I have
doing?
one question for you, bro. I'm doing
I
great.
might have
Thank
one
you.
answer.
All right, bro. I thought I taught you how to count. What happened?
Count? What the fuck's counting have to do with anything? You couldn't see them fucking weird ass shapes, and they were talking
No.
like there's a beaver in the fucking ear and the shit. What the hell are you talking about?
All right, that shit was funny. Let me think of a good question. Hey, how high can you count?
How high can I count?
Yeah, like,
Depends how much time I got and how bored I am. Because there's billions, trillions, quadrillions. I don't know what comes after quadrillions, so I guess 999 quadrillion. I don't know what's after that.
1 quintillion, but that's besides the point. But like, are you willing to put 10 minutes into counting?
If I'm getting paid for it, sure. But other than that, no. Why the fuck would I do 10 minutes of counting? I'm going to be asleep by the time I get to like 30.
Hey, that's...
What kind of weird ass question was that?
Whatever, bro. It's like nearly 4 a.m. I can't think of an actual good question, but I've been watching this stream, man. Y'all killing it, bro. Good questions, interesting conversations, chat going crazy and shit. Good vibe.
Right
Yeah.
on.
And Loopy is an affiliate of JMP, which I love having Loop as an affiliate. That's fucking awesome.
Yes.
I think Loopy's last question, last time I was, God bless, what?
Wait, what's going on in the comments?
Last time I was on an interview, Loopy's only question was, how are you today? How are you feeling today?
Tired. There you go.
Yeah, I asked that to someone, and then my fucking connection died. And then it was super awkward because I was like, hello, can someone hear me?
he literally jumped in. He's like, how are you feeling today? And then he was out. And I was like, that was
those
it,
are hard,
huh?
those
Okay.
are hard-hitting questions, man. You should be a media person.
And then he said I sound like Corpse, and then I kind of was like, oh, gosh.
God. Oh,
But,
I got a question for Luke, though.
oh, you had a question for me?
Yeah, that dude that you always have on your podcast. I forget his name, but I was supposed to interview him a long time ago.
Chris,
And it never happened.
Crystal or whatever.
Oh, yeah, E-Crystal. Yeah, what up?
Yeah, that dude. Does he not remember that I was supposed to even do an interview with him? Because he keeps asking every time I'm in the chat. He's like, "Who's Jekyl?" I'm like, you explain to him like every fucking time who Jekyl is. And then he forgets every time.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought you forgot too, because I forgot as well. Y'all had to do an interview.
What? Who I am?
No. That you have you and E Crystal have to do an interview together.
We were supposed to, and then he had to cancel last minute, and then he never hit me up to reschedule. So I kind of figured he's like, "Fuck it."
I'll talk to him on the podcast then.
Remind him who I am once again. Like every fucking time. There's no way Jess can have a question. I talk to you like every goddamn day.
Yeah, I forgot. I did have a question. So go fuck yourself.
The chat is trying to figure out how Loopy's not asleep by now. Like,
I don't have school for the rest of the year due to me dipping from school.
Yeah, he said go fuck themselves.
who was it a while back? I was doing a Loopy reaction, and somebody was like, "This guy looks like he's freaking 14." I'm like, "You're close." I'm like, "He's 16." I'm like, "Oh."
Loopy is 16 going on 40, though. He has an old ass soul.
Well, they meant it to be like attacking, like they're like, this guy looks like a child, like I'm like,
Yeah,
actually,
it's always been about my age and shit like that, but I'm trying to make it more than about just that.
well, it's because to people with tiny peepees, you're inferior until you hit a certain age, right? Because you have to be their age or older to be relevant, or else, their tiny peepee becomes the most important factor in the discussion.
Hey, Tyler's taking a shot at everyone with micro penis, bro. You better watch out.
I'm just saying. I mean, if you got that kind of energy going on, like, that's on you.
Thank you, Tyler.
Some people in there feels too much.
But I do actually got a question.
Well, go ahead, Jess.
What advice would you give to people that are starting out that may still just be recording from their phones and stuff when they have people who have made it tell them pretty much you ain't going to make it because you don't have this or you don't have that? What advice would you give to people that are just starting?
Keep grinding, keep working on your craft, and take what people are saying and use it to better yourself. Don't take it as you're never going to make it. You ain't never going to be shit, because everyone started at that point at some time. Like, I don't care who you are, you've started at that point. And just keep making yourself better with the critiques and shots that you're given. If people says you're trash, as long as they tell you why you're trash, use it. If they tell you you're trash, use that as fuel to make yourself better. Boom.
Yep.
Damn straight.
Grind.
How's that as a Merry Christmas wrapped up in a little bow box thing?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Well, depending on who it is.
Loopy, it's PG. You must be on GP channel. What?
What's PG?
Oh. Parental guidance.
What is being PG? No, I'm kidding.
My channel is PG? My channel ain't PG.
Dude, I don't even know what PG is anymore. Nowadays, they're cussing on TV and shit. And I'm like, can you say bitch on TV? I guess that's PG now. I don't know.
Bro, you can say shit on TV now. Like on cable television, you can say shit.
Yeah.
Kidding. Alpha started this interview off with Jekyl going wild and flashing everybody.
That's true. We did see some nipples.
We did. I don't know if anyone wanted to see that
You were
shit.
in
But we did.
1 minute. Yeah.
Hillbilly paid $2 to see nipples.
He did. He paid good money, $1 a nipple. I mean, hey.
He spelled that shit out. Like, dots in between each letter. To emphasize his wants and needs.
The man knew what he wanted, okay? Like, y'all gotta, I mean, he knew what he wanted. He saw the opportunity and he ran for it. I respect it.
Well, there's some artists that don't learn from when they get critiqued, though. They don't grow. They just say, oh, you're full of shit, and they don't ever want to change what they're doing. And they just keep doing the same mistakes over and over. To those people, I would say either grow the fuck up or give the fuck up, because you're not going to fucking grow if you don't listen.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a thin skin, you're not gonna make it either.
A lot of people don't actually want criticism. They just want people to tell them they're doing good.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst disservice you can do to somebody.
I tell Jekyl when he sucks.
Yep. I forget whose live we were on, and they played that track that you didn't like the hook on. You're like, I don't like this hook, and everyone's like, you're
Yours.
saying that to Jekyl on a live?
We were on.
Was
we
it
were on
on
your? It was on Fire or Flop with Opie, and he's like, "Did you just tell Jekyl you didn't like that?" I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah, I'd rather have that. And also, I guess my final advice would be watch who you roll with, because not everybody has your best interest at heart. Even if they tell you that they rock with you, 10 seconds later, they're going to fucking stab you in the back.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my advice. Boom. Take it or leave it. Don't give a shit.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, that drives people nuts because I actually say Merry Christmas to people that call me on the phone every day except Christmas. I won't say Christmas on Christmas. A lot.
Hatter says, how many times have I called out your songs, Jekyl?
A lot.
Including
Almost-
Her Eyes, wasn't it?
Almost
too?
every
Did he-
single. Yeah, I think he knocked my singing ability on Her Eyes,
Her Eyes,
but
yep.
but that's okay. I'd rather have honest critiques and criticism than bullshit pumping me up. Look what Shine Records did for me. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing.
Who gave you your first start on YouTube?
10K and
That's
Blindside.
a good question.
Yeah, 10K and Blindside.
I have to pay y'all to be bringing interview questions for me from now on.
Well, I first tried to hit YouTube under a different name, and I submitted some tracks to Crip, and he said that the lyricism was awesome, but the mixing and mastering was horrible. And then I switched my name to Jekyl, and 10K and Blindside said they would do something with me, never heard of me or anything, and they put me on, basically.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. And then Sleepy Reactions destroyed everything I ever did like an asshole, but he was 100% real with it, so I appreciate it.
He says, yeah, I did. Then I felt like an ass when you told me that's how you say it to your daughter.
Hey, Hatter, at least you didn't call his daughter's laugh creepy.
Very true. Now, just think, my daughter's got to suffer through me singing that shit to her every night with my little singing voice that I don't have. So she's probably sitting there in the back of her mind saying, Dad, shut the fuck up. This ain't good.
She's like, I gotta wait for him to get out of the room before I can actually fall asleep now.
Well, it's like she makes beats better than I do, so I'm sure she's musically inclined. So she's like, Dad, that is horrible. Don't do that no more. You need to stop. My little egg ninja. Hi-ya.
What the hell? Has this just turned into a roast? Like, this is me and Jekyll on an interview, and I feel like now that the questions have opened up, like it's just questioning both of us now.
What happened?
Jason voting for Jess as the new co-host of Around the Music. Okay.
Jesse,
I'm getting ousted. You can't sing. Like,
don't worry, I ain't for hire. I ain't up for your job, Tyler. Jekyll keeps me too busy being his brain.
Yeah, I don't remember shit. She's got to remember everything for me. When she asked me if something is scheduled, she's like, what time is the schedule for? I'm like, if you don't know, do you really think I'm going to know? Fuck no.
Speaking of that, did you get the screenshot I sent you, Jekyll, after I talked to Tyler? Do you want to announce that?
Yeah, that's fine. If Alpha wants to announce it, that's cool. I don't care.
You guys can. I'm eating some chicken nuggets, but
Don't
priorities. Goddammit. You don't come between a man and his nuggets.
My mouth's full.
No comment on my mouth's full right now. No comment.
What are you dipping those nuggets in?
Melinda's habanero honey mustard.
Now we know how Alpha's channel really is blowing up. He's got his mouth full.
Oh,
Bro, I'm saying like
No, we've
Toe to toe.
we've entered
You ain't gonna find nobody
entered,
better.
Well, the
entered
calendar
into
just
agreement with Alpha. Alpha is now also, along with Loopy, an affiliate of JMP officially. So we're happy to have him on the affiliate block.
yes, we are. The calendar just reminded me that you have an interview with Alpha at 8.
Oh, I'm glad.
Just now.
Glad that just
Just
went
now.
off.
No way. Yo, Jimmy
Glad I don't
Nuggies?
rely
Yo,
on that.
shush.
Goddamn.
Not gonna make no fucking Jimmy Nuggies, bro. I'm tripping.
Hey, speaking of that, Tyler, I thought we were sending my cat first class to go take care of Jimmy.
Whatever happened to this? Like, I thought
Well,
you
you
caught
better hope you
feelings
don't
and
send that
decided to
fucking
hang
cat
on to
through
that
UPS. They're gonna fucking yeet the fuck out of that cat.
cat. They gonna yeet it right into your fucking door, and then it's gonna eat that damn birds. What's gonna happen?
Nah. You better hope you fucking send fucking Amazon Prime. They're gonna take good care of that cat before they fucking ever try to get to my bird, bro.
Man, you got too much effort going into this. Like, we'll overnight this some bitch. But
Yeah.
going through
Nah.
I got a small tiger. My cat's 14 pounds.
All the more
Damn,
reason
that's a
for
big ass
UPS
cat.
to fucking yeet your fucking package away.
I want to eat it out the window, but Jekyl keeps telling me I can't eat the cat out the window.
Yeah, that's called animal abuse, and you go to jail.
There's a roof outside my window.
Yeah, and plotting on Jimmy's death is animal cruelty.
Yeah, there was also a sidewalk
And
underneath
no one
Michael
said
Jackson's
anything.
baby, and that turned out bad for him, hanging his kid out the fucking balcony. So, yeah, that's not good. It's not a good look.
Michael Jackson hanging a kid out the balcony.
He did. He hung a little blanket. Who the hell names their kid Blanket? I don't know, but
I forgot about that shit until
Yes.
just now, man.
I don't know. Who names their kid Apple?
look at what Elon Musk named his kid. What the fuck? I think he did that just to fuck with teachers. They won't know how to fucking call a roll call. They'll look at his name and be like XY15. What the fuck is this?
What is this kid's name?
It's a bunch of letters, something.
Yeah, it's a bunch of numbers and letters and shit. And another little thing that has an A and an E connected with each other. It's like they fought with him because he can't actually use that because it's not an actual letter for his name.
Oh
So he had to do
God.
the AE. Yeah. What the fuck is that?
The AE is a fucking real letter, just not in America, I don't think.
Yeah, so he couldn't name his kid that because it had AE in it. That's what billionaires do when they're bored.
But yet in New York, you don't even have to declare a sex on your child. You can put X under gender, but you can't put an AE in your kid's name.
I'm trying to figure out how you pronounce this shit.
Have Loopy ask Siri. Siri and Loopy get along real well.
I heard about that.
Ain't nobody got to know. Hey, who snitched?
Everybody snitches.
This is pronounced Ash?
Yeah, like Ash AE or something. Ashley. Ashy. I don't know. He's
I
weird.
thought it was a way to spell Kyle. Some weird ass way to spell.
It's probably
weird way to spell Kyle.
Probably once you actually learn what the pronunciation of the kid's name is, it's going to be something simple like John or Joe.
That's what billionaires do when they have billions of dollars. They find weird shit to do with their time.
Animal cruelty only counts for valid pets.
Valid pets.
Fuck a cat. I hate cats.
So who gives a shit?
Jekyll has a small donkey as a dog.
Hell yeah. I love my dog. Thing's
Nothing
half a
wrong with having
horse.
big dogs, okay?
Is he still outside?
No, he's inside sleeping on the couch. He's always sleeping on the couch. I didn't forget to let him in today.
All right. Anybody wanting to jump in, ask some things? Come in and show Jess that she ain't the only one who can ask good interview questions.
See, the hard part about interviewing me is I'm such an open book with my music and just publicly that I talk about everything publicly. So it's hard to ask me questions.
What is your process when it comes to writing? Do you write and then find a beat, or do you find a beat and then write lyrics to go to that beat?
I find a beat first that speaks to me, and then I write to that. if I'm in a certain mood, I have to find a beat that matches that mood, and then I'll write to that.
So you don't keep like books just full of things that you might use in a song later on, and then maybe like move them here and there or anything.
Oh,
like
I
that?
do. I keep a whole bunch of. I even tweeted this out the other day. That I keep this thing on my phone, this file that has just random fucking bars that have nothing to do with each other, and I might use it or pull one and then put it into a song. But
yeah,
I don't do like a whole track just to find a beat to go to it. I write the track to the beat, so that way it flows a little bit better.
Ooh, good question.
right on. How many times did you cry writing "Hard to Breathe"?
I didn't count, but 90% of the time. And you can hear in the recording where my voice cracked, and you could hear that I was crying during the song. I didn't edit that out. I just kept that in there.
Yeah.
That wasn't a forced emotion. That was real.
That's what makes independent, I think, a lot more is mainstream edits all that out, so it sounds so generic. And I found with the independent, you know when somebody's hurting or happy or sad or angry, they don't edit that out and make it perfect, I guess, in their eyes.
Yeah, you attack. I mean, you go and you give that real emotion and stuff. 100%. Let's see. John says once I
Hey,
get
what
in
up,
my
Blaze?
garage studio set up, be jumping in on these lives right now. I have a BMW that gets in the way. A big mouthed woman.
Shit.
Let's see. Just Spitting Truth. Yep. It was the deepest hitting song from you I've heard. Still on my daily playlist. It is a good song.
Well, I'm glad everybody enjoyed the song. It's like that's my way of putting my thoughts on paper and closing that chapter. Like I don't like to listen to the one I wrote for my late wife. I hate listening to that song. So because I wrote that and I finally closed the book on it and trying to move past it, which is hard daily by itself, let alone with that song playing. I don't even listen to it anymore.
Well, I'll say like I said, and I've told you before. I mean, my favorite day-to-day song that you've made is "Her Eyes," just because, as a dad, I mean, having a kid around the same age as your daughter, like that song just shouts out to me. And you know, everybody can knock you, say you can't sing, whatever. I think you have a beautiful voice in that song. So fuck everybody. But
Well,
you know, it's a nice sound, and maybe that's like the dad in me, like saying, you know, I would make this for my daughter or something.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know where it comes from, but it's just everything in that song. It resonates with me, and I mean,
I think it's relatable.
Yeah,
I think it's relatable for good parents. They're gonna feel that way about their kids.
Yeah.
What was your inspiration, or what made you write Final Words? Because you said it is not a true story.
No, it's not a true story. I am anti-bullying 100% because it leads to suicide a lot of the times because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes in somebody's life. And I even tell my oldest son, Skylar, like, if I catch you ever bullying somebody, you're going to deal with me. I'm never going to give you a pass on being a bully. But if you want to stand up to a bully and beat the shit out of a bully, I'll back you 100%. Yeah. But I don't ever want to catch you being the bully because that's uncalled for. You don't know what's going on in their home life or what pain they're dealing with. So I'm 100% against bullying. So me and Scheme came up with that track kind of to convey that.
Yeah. Was that the one too that you were lost on the hook on? You didn't know what to do with it. You sent it to him, and he filled in the hook, or was that a different one?
That was Entertainment.
Well, me and Hooks don't get along ever. No. And in both cases, I sent it to Scheme, and I was like, "Hey, you want to throw a hook on this, or do what you can with it?" Because Scheme also did a verse on Final Words. And I was like, "If you want to, go for it," because I have no idea what we're doing for the hook. And he gave me that back. The same with Entertainment. He sent it back. I was like, "Dude, this is fucking awesome." So he killed both of them.
Because I knew you had told me that story. I couldn't remember which one of those songs it was, but I knew it had happened on one. So both.
Yeah, both of them. The same with Hard to Breathe with Emily Elkins. We came up with that idea for that song at like noon and we had to get it out by midnight because it was the anniversary of his friend's death, meaning Rain. And I sent it to Emily. I was like, "You want to throw a hook on this for me?" And she sent it back like 2 hours later with the hook. I was like, "Holy shit!" I didn't expect it that fucking quick.
Right. Let's see. Rhyme scheme didn't match up. What up, Blaze? How did I miss you?
What's up, Blaze?
Bullied literally most of my school days until I was about 14. Almost killed a few times. That song is it for me. Hey, I'm telling you, man. I think a lot of us that actually like fit into this community and stuff can probably say we weren't the most popular kids in school too. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's me personally. I know I can.
See, I wasn't in like the in crowd, but I was also popular because I hung out with everybody, the skaters, the nerds, the jocks, everybody. I hung out with everybody.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you want to consider that, but I wasn't in the in crowd, but I wasn't in the out crowd either.
I played drums in band, and so like I wasn't cool with anybody because I was a band kid, but I also wasn't cool with the band kids because I was the drummer. So I mean,
even the band kids are like, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah, they're like, because the drummer, you know, you just come and sit in the back of the room and then do your thing, like while you're playing songs and stuff, and then take a nap. Question: if you will go back in time, where will you go? Ooh.
Probably. Well, I don't know. If I can go back in time, will I still know what I know now? Because I wouldn't want to do some like Back to the Future shit where it's my old ass body that's hurting all the time. Go back into the past and meet my younger self. I would want to be my younger self where I wasn't in pain all the goddamn time, but still have the knowledge I got now. That'd be dope.
Would be cool. Get to live some of them glory days over again.
But see, I don't know if I would want to go back in time though, because everything that I did in my past, good or bad, it led to where I am now, having my kids and JMP and everything like that. So everything's kind of led up to where I'm at now, and I'm happy where I'm at now. So I don't know if I would change anything.
Absolutely. Let's see. Blaze says, I moved to Florida, battle rapped a few folks, then it was history, light work. What do you mean light work?
Looks like Jess is hiring him to do some light work. Yes. Blaze, you putting out another fucking diss track against me, goddamn. I ain't reacting to that some bitch.
Is Jekyl gonna make an actual album soon, or are we just gonna keep getting songs until you decide to put them on an album?
I don't know yet. I was gonna work on an EP or possibly an LP, but I've got no fucking time or motivation to write all those fucking songs. I'm too busy with JMP shit at the moment.
Yeah, and I keep yelling at him for that.
Yeah, I know.
Staying too busy behind the scenes working to put that work in your stuff, man. You got to focus on you for a little while.
I told him that and put the hammer down, but as you can see, he doesn't listen.
Well, my thing is I would love to see other people's growth and people that are under the label's growth more than mine. So if Jewel blows up or Joe blows up or Simba, anybody under my label, if they blow up and I don't, that's fine with me. I don't care. I'm happy for that. But if I blow up, they don't. That means I put more emphasis and effort into my stuff than I did on theirs. That means I failed them. That's why I look at it.
Yeah, but I mean, I do agree. I feel like, you know, there's still also got to be that work that you put into yourself, because I mean, everybody wants to see what you're doing too.
Well, I got stuff coming out. It's just I don't know if I would do an entire album worth for it.
Yeah.
If so, it's going to take a while to come out.
Maybe an EP.
Will there ever be a video to Criminal Monsters and Blood?
No. Moving on, doing something different, doing something new. Everyone's already heard that. I didn't like the mixing on my part, so I think I fucked the project up, but oh well. It's what it is. Blood was a fucking awesome song.
Yeah, I told you that was Blaze coming out as a vampire.
Yeah, I don't know where that craze came from. The whole vamping thing. Like, where did that come from? Everyone started using the fucking term vamping, and it's like, where the fuck did that come from?
Twilight.
So that was like
And
fucking 30 years ago.
That's true.
Did anyone say Simba? Love that guy. Yep, Simba is JMP. So, well, not exclusively JMP, but he is one of our artists. And that's another thing with JMP. Like, we don't make you be exclusively JMP. You can be part of 3-4 different organizations. I don't care, because that's just making your name bigger and getting you out there better. That's what our entire goal is. So why would we restrict you to only us? And that was one of Simba's problems, is he's already kind of looking into different labels, and JMP's not going to get in the way of that.
Yeah.
If he has to drop us to get with a major label, I'm not going to say no.
Not trying to hinder him, just trying to help out on the side.
Exactly.
Erlen wants to know what Jekyll's favorite food is.
I don't really have a favorite food. Anything tastes good? I don't know.
Hot Pockets.
Favorite food? I would say the penny pasta MRE, actually. That shit was delicious. That shit was fucking awesome. That or the chili mac.
The cheese tortellini was the best MRE.
Tortellini was awesome.
I don't even know what that word is.
Don't try and feed me that veggie omelet, though. I'll fucking throw it at you.
What is a Wendigo? Wendigo?
Wendigo is like the Native American spirit demon thing. I don't know. There was a movie about one not too long ago.
I don't know. I always enjoyed the MREs, and then when they came out, those fast strike MREs, it came with like sub sandwiches and shit in them. Those were delicious.
See, I never really liked MREs. I had a whole discussion with LOD the other night. He was talking. He's like, which MRE flavor would be the best one to try? I'm like, none of them.
I love them. Well, I loved them at the time. I don't know if I, like 5 years later after I got out of the Army, well, 6 years. How long has it been? 6 years. I don't know if I would still like them if I tried them now, but at the time they were fucking delicious. But that's also what we kind of lived on.
My digestive system has adapted to human food now. So,
no, I stick with Sierra. There's something wrong with you.
Well, we already knew that.
With Tyler, the other night, he's eating something. He's like, "This ain't spicy." She takes one nibble, and she's like, "There's something wrong with you. You need to see a doctor."
It wasn't hot. Like I don't get y'all.
I can do spicy. I can do spicy. I can do sour, but I don't know. I have a weird palate. I don't like sweets. Like if you try and give me cake and shit, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't really.
Give me cookies. I don't like cookies.
I did try a Coke cake for the first time, and it was pretty good.
Don't want to sound superficial, but I love your bling. Hell yeah, I love my bling. This thing's awesome, and it spins too.
My bling gave me a fat lip.
JMP spins.
This is how Jekyll entertains herself.
Well, not everybody. I would say the higher ups in my camp all have their spinny Jekyll chains.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would get into all my artists, but these things are fucking expensive, man.
I think I saw Jacksonville Joe spinning his one day on one of his live streams, so I knew I knew you guys had started handing them out.
Joe's got one, Jess got one, I got one, Jules got one, and we have an extra one. I'm gonna have to send that one to Hillbilly now. He's the president.
The way he can get his bling on.
Get his Hillbilly hick bling on.
Don't forget to announce the other head position that you filled. You haven't announced that.
What did I announce? I already said that Holly was the head of promotion.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said that like 2 nights ago on somebody's live. I didn't announce on this live, but yeah. Holly's our head of promotions. Dan is still our janitor. I already explained that one. Rewind it till about 15 minutes in.
Let's see. Yep, we talked about that earlier. Let's see. They putting drugs in cakes now? No, not that kind of coke.
Wait, what? What did I miss on that one?
I was talking about the coke cake. Jason's
Oh,
asking if they're putting drugs in cake now.
No, but they're going to put Coke back in Coca-Cola. Did you hear about that?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were trying to make it less white.
No, they're putting cocaine back in Coca-Cola. That's how it originated, was cocaine and caffeine. But now I guess they're going to go back to it, but put it in a amount that is not illegal. So
There's an amount of cocaine that's not illegal.
It depends where you are. Ohio, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
You're teaching me all kinds of things.
Yeah. Now I got to go look up the amount of legal cocaine.
What is the legal amount of cocaine? Hang on, I'm Googling this right now. What is the legal amount?
Yeah, I guess Coca-Cola wants to go back to their roots where they had cocaine in Coca-Cola. That's where the name came from.
What?
Amy Lee likes your watch too, Jekyl.
I love my watch.
Since
Awesome.
1994, possession of 1 gram of cocaine has been legal for personal use.
Nobody put out a memo. What the fuck?
Oh wait, that's in Colombia. Hang on.
God damn. Alpha gonna get us all arrested. We're gonna be like, going out there. Hey, Alpha told me this is legal. Now I like my watch. It's a Bolivia. I love this thing.
In the U.S., it is legal medically, decriminalized in the state of Oregon.
Wait, cocaine is legal medically?
Apparently, yeah.
What medical purposes does cocaine serve is what I'm wondering.
I have no idea. But
people that are like, what's that, narcoleptics, they can take it. Depression, helps with depression, I guess.
Look at this here. It's legal medically, decriminalized in the state of Oregon for possession.
But straws are illegal in
Legal
Oregon.
medically everywhere else.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
I have never, not once, heard a doctor say, here's a prescription to cocaine, go get that filled at your local Walgreens.
Well, if you think about it, some ADHD medicines like Adderall is basically legal speed.
Yeah, it's meth. Yeah, my son is on that. Skyler, he's got a prescription to whatever the hell it's called, but it's like meth. It starts with METH. Meth is something or other. He's like, you're giving my kid meth? That's bullshit.
I was on Adderall. It's the only shit that worked for my ADHD. But then once you turn an adult, they stop prescribing. Like, I literally had a doctor be like, we don't prescribe ADHD medicine to adults. Like, what? Once I turn 18, it magically stopped?
No, they said you can deal with it as an adult. You find different ways to deal with your fucking ADHD.
Bro,
But Skyler's going off of his medicine, though. He doesn't even fucking need it.
Yeah.
Learning all kinds of things about like the legality of cocaine right now.
Jekyl just works. Jekyl just gets my ADHD in the form of work messages.
Yep.
While every single country has banned the sale of cocaine for recreational use, some have legalized it for possession, personal use, transportation, and cultivation, while some have decriminalized it for certain uses. So it's illegal to sell it, it's illegal to transport it,
own it.
It's illegal to cultivate it, but you can have it.
Where the fuck are you supposed to get it? Magical unicorn? Shit that shit out.
Right? It's still a dental anesthetic. I did not know that.
My dentist uses Novocaine.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, loop bounce.
I think he said he fell asleep.
Oh.
Bye, Loopy.
My doctor uses Novocaine. I don't know about y'all.
We're getting the ass backwards state.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Man.
Cords every goddamn thing.
Did you know that in Mexico, there's no penalty for carrying up to 0.5 gram of cocaine? However, any amount over that is illegal.
That doesn't surprise me.
But do they actually uphold the laws when you are carrying over?
Well, I just picture like cops in these countries like Mexico and stuff where it's legal to have so much of it. Like they're carrying scales around with them and everything. Like let me weigh that shit real quick. We got to figure out if that's legal or not.
Reminds me of going to Walmart and getting those fucking the little chicken samplers or whatever the hell you get.
Yeah.
And they put it in that little scale. We're gonna end up doing that in America for cocaine. But straws in plastic is illegal
Yep.
because it hurts
They
our
Oh
environment.
my god.
But these masks everywhere don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, it is way more offensive to me to find somebody's used ass mask laying in their Walmart buggy, like when they've turned it in, you know, like put it back on the rack or something, and it's been cleaned and sterilized by the lovely employees at Walmart. You know, you go and grab you a cart, and then there's just a mask laying in it. It's like,
Real
cleaned
quick.
and sterilized this thing, didn't you?
Yeah, you guys did a great job.
I want to know because you find some things walking through the parking lot, like a used condom. Like, who goes to Walmart and decides this is a good place to get it on?
I mean,
Mostly
hey,
cheating spouses, probably.
I was a teenager once, so I mean, I can understand where that comes from.
I never went to Walmart,
Yeah.
but then again, I live in the mountains, so we just went on top of mountains.
I grew up in the country, so we didn't have to go to parking lots.
Well,
If
fine,
you're in
then,
the city, you
go.
might have to. I don't know.
I mean, I've been to Walmart a time or two. I'm not gonna lie. All Walmart carts test positive for fecal matter. Wow. Glad I wasn't born in Mexico. You can press 1 to speak to.
Wow.
Okay. Well, shoot. Damn good interview, y'all. We learned about cocaine and fecal matter in Walmart carts, and
Jekyll showed his nipples.
And I showed
Jekyll
my
showed
nipples.
his nipples. So I mean, hey, it doesn't.
What else can you
disappoint.
ask for?
Oh, please, yeah, stop licking the carts, please.
Yeah,
And
don't.
I
don't
hopped
lick
out of here
those,
to
man.
beat somebody's ass. Mid-interview, I was just like, I'm out.
Jekyll's like, I'll be right back. Threw it down and everything, and then we're sitting here just gotta. I'm not gonna lie, I cranked the volume on my computer.
Same.
I'm like,
I want to hear this more. I don't know if y'all can hear me shouting though. I don't know if it picked up my fucking mic.
No.
Damn.
Vaguely.
I don't think so. Like, I thought I heard something, but there were also birds chirping like around the same time, and so clearly it's pretty there today. So kudos
It
for
is.
that.
It is nice out. Too bad I didn't have my earbud in. Then he could have picked up the entire conversation. That was a good conversation. Fucking little bastards nowadays. I swear, no kids got respect for their elders nowadays.
Nah, hell no, man.
Jekyll's always getting into fights with.
I am. I don't know what it is. Fucking kids got these little smart ass mouths, and then I'm me, so I don't have a filter.
No.
Well, respect for your elders went out the window, like 100%, man. Like, Dan says, I got questions. Ask them, brother. Ask them. Or you can jump in and ask them if you want to. Or you can put them in the chat.
Well, like
Everyone
what
has
kid?
tended.
What kid growing up back in our day, when an adult would come out to them and ask them if they could help you with something? Because all I did was, "Oh, can I help you with something?" He's like, "What the fuck you say to me?" I was like, "I'm not the one to say that to."
That's when you just get confused. You're like, hang on, what? Like, what just happened here? Like, I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
I was like, "You're walking in front of my house back and forth with a roll of toilet paper. That probably tells me you're up to no good." Well, I'm bringing this to my sister. I'm like, "Okay, so bring it. Why are you hanging out in front of my house? Your sister don't live here." God, what the fuck? Goddamn kid.
Kids,
don't let me catch you slipping. Okay. What are you gonna do?
Would have been tasting blood if I
Like
talked
5
to
foot
the elder back in
nothing.
my
What the
days
fuck?
ago. Yeah.
Facts.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I remember one time, like, I thought it would be funny, so I pulled my uncle's hat off, and I got knocked around just over that. It's like you even touched somebody's hat. Like, that's my problem with kids. Like, kids don't know that stuff these days. Like, kids come up and grab your hat and everything. Like, they wanna put your hat on or something, or they think it's funny. They'll take it and run. Like, I remember vividly. Like the men in my area, you touch their hat, you get knocked around for it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, boy, here for questions.
Oh God, what's up, fucking?
Alright, my question is, with the company JMP, I want to know, why isn't there no company parking? Why do we still have to keep parking at the Payless shoe store parking lot? That's some bullshit. Come on, man. We need company parking with signs with our names on it. I want to know why. And the second of all,
funding issue.
And the second of all, the question would be, why is our insurance policies eroding on a long strip of old used lottery tickets? It's ridiculous.
Dan would also like to know who taught y'all motherfuckers how to aim at the toilet.
Dan did.
No, I ain't Danner anymore. Yeah, I've upgraded from Janitor.
That ain't what I heard.
Wait,
no, you got the pink slip in the shitter the other day. Remember? You're back down Janitor.
Oh damn. Well, that's what I get for asking those questions.
You got demoted for wearing your granny's panties to work again.
I thought there wasn't any department to file complaints.
It is. It's right along the shitter. That's where you went.
See how our company works.
Dan's just waiting for that HMO to kick in. He's like, I'll have that better insurance policy someday.
Yeah, right.
One day he'll get that sex change.
And the 401k. Yeah. You know me, I just didn't come talk shit. That's what I do.
Waiting for that 401k and the HMO.
Damn straight.
How you doing, Dan?
Give me some Bitcoin.
Talk to an elder like that. I know, right? Like, when I was a kid, if I talked shit or I was rude at all to somebody older than me, like an adult, they would whoop my ass, and then they would tell my dad. My dad would whoop my ass, and then the cops would find out, and then they would come whoop my ass. They don't give a fuck back then. You don't talk back to elders. Now like the adult's the one in trouble.
Like if you were over at a friend's house, their parents were pretty much given permission. They act a fool, you can beat their ass.
Well, that's the thing. I talk shit because I ain't afraid of an ass whooping. I've taken a few, as much as I've given them.
Kiss my ass, Blaze. Kiss
Okay.
my ass.
Jekyl, will you tell us the story of why you're afraid of short people?
Goddamn.
You're afraid of short people? Hang on, what?
Listen to this.
I am terrified of midgets.
Listen to this.
Fuck a short person. I'm terrified of midgets. There's short people and there's midgets.
Yeah.
Midgets are the ones with the big ass head and the big ass hands, and they got this little toddler sized body and they don't fucking match up. Those things freak me out. And I know it's not their fault, but they freak me out. Like those little Shriner kids. Fuck those Shriner kids.
No, not the Shriner
Fuck
kids.
Those
again.
goddamn kids.
Oh, here we go.
There
goes the rest of your cat. Yeah, it's over now. It's going to be about Shriner for 2 hours.
Why you're afraid of midgets? Not the.
Oh. Back in my heyday, I used to smoke weed a lot. Somebody flavored a muffler.
Hey, that's what's up. Somebody's giving it hell.
Yeah. Oh, that was a chopper. I thought that was a fucking truck without a muffler on it again. But I smoked weed and it was laced with acid or something. And this little cartoon little mouse hole opened up in the wall, and little midgets came running out attacking my ass and biting me in the ankle, and I was kicking at the motherfuckers, but I couldn't hit them because they're not really there.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I've been terrified of midgets. I will throw anybody I'm hanging out with in front of me if there is a midget present. I don't care. If I'm married, my wife's going in front of me to deal with the midget. I'm running. I'll take a bullet for anybody. I don't fuck with a midget though, or a Shriner's kid. Fuck no.
Terrifying stuff.
You can't even watch the commercial.
Fuck those commercials. I know it's not their fault, and I'm going to hell for talking shit about like little fucked up kids, but they're creepy. Fuck that. No.
That's my protection plan now. I guess from him, all I gotta do is put like billboards of Shriners in my front yard. He ain't coming near my house, so
nope.
Who needs guns? I just need big blow up Shriners.
Fuck that. I feel bad because I know it's not their fault, and I know like there's kids with apps and they're cool and shit, but nope. It's an unreasonable, fucking terrifying fear that I got. Just like sharks. I won't go swimming in lakes and shit because I think there's a shark in that motherfucker.
There's no sharks in lakes. You're
There are
safe.
sharks in lakes.
There could be. There's freshwater sharks.
Yeah, bull sharks swim up rivers into lakes.
God damn! Now I can't go swimming in lakes. Thanks.
Yep.
I don't know if they can make it all
Right?
the way to Colorado, but there are.
I mean, they're all up at the 6A River. I mean, yeah, they're all that far up.
Yeah, they found a shark not long ago in Kentucky, like in the Kentucky River there.
Yeah, they made it all the way up here without a green card to boot.
If you're beefing with Jekyl, just write midget bars.
Right? I'll be too afraid to attack back.
Here in a second, I might have to jump off. There's probably a chick running around YouTube somewhere saying I gave her herpes, and I got to put a stop to it. So,
That's fun, man. Catch you later, fucking.
yeah, I'll be good.
See you, Dad. I'm gonna pay a midget to dress up like a shark and show up Jekyll's friend.
I can see that. I'm opening up my door, baby shark. Do. I'm gonna fucking kick it.
You open up, just bah, bitch. I can hit you. You ain't dodging these like them last ones were.
Exactly.
I have a feeling that Blaze has plans if Jekyll makes it to Denver for his show.
I'm kind of afraid at this point. We're gonna get a hotel and have fucking midget strippers or something show up. And I'm like, oh fuck, no, I'm out. I'm gonna jump off the balcony out the top store.
Can't play this game. Oh,
Can't do it.
man. That's awesome. I mean, I know like midgets freak some people out. I think you're the only person I've ever met that's actually like afraid of midgets.
Like terrified of them, motherfuckers.
Like terrified of midgets, yeah.
This dude will take a bullet. It's been blown up. That doesn't bother him. We'll go fight a war. But a midget?
A gun's a gun. Those don't scare me. But those little creepy bastards. Oh my god! I remember one time I was walking down Nashville and I was with my squad back in the army. And there was this little creepy ass midget behind a fucking dumpster, and he was like peering over, kind of like that. I freaked the fuck out and ran. I was like, oh, fuck all y'all. I left all my privates there. I left everybody. I was like, fuck it, I'm out.
And a trail of piss.
Well, I didn't piss, but goddamn, I ran. Fuck no, they can deal with that.
Why was he just hanging out, creeping over the?
I don't know. That's creepy. It was creepy as shit. I guess I was a little midget. I was like, oh fuck no. Everyone laughed their ass off at me. I didn't live that down for like about a year. That a midget could fucking win the battle for the opposite team because I ain't going near it.
Yep.
Oh man. Note to self: ever go into war, employ nothing but midgets.
Pretty much.
Jekyll kicking a baby shark would be an awesome TikTok video.
Am I the only one that does not have TikTok?
I don't have TikTok.
I can't be.
I have it
Well,
now, but it's like a super recent thing. Like I've just discovered it.
Well, aren't they like trying to illegalize it in America because it's got that little fucking feature where the Chinese can spy on you at any time?
45 was trying to get rid of it, and that went away when 45 went away.
Yeah.
Donald J. I ain't scared of no censorship.
What's your channel?
Well, I think it's hilarious. All the shit that I've seen Alpha talk about on his channel, all the shit that I've talked about on my channel with my shows and my lives and reactions and everything, never once got demonetized or booted or nothing, except for if I play like a Tom McDonald song and they copyright claim it or whatever. But Jess puts on a fucking America's Funniest Home Videos clip and gets fucking snatched up for fucking having kids on it. I was like,
child safety violence on the same stream that I played Orgy at the Zoo and Dick Down in Dallas. Those were okay.
Well, the funniest thing about mine is like I know for a fact I've been reported for endangering kids because like I did Music's Gates of Hell. I did a reaction to that. And some lady like left this book in my comments letting me know that she was reporting me and him for endangering children for implying that the vaccine wasn't safe. And I'm like, okay.
wow.
I mean, have at it.
Well, like I've had my son here reacting with me, and that never got clipped. So I don't know how the fuck Jess got clipped with America's Funniest Home Videos.
I know it happens because I know like AOK has talked about like stuff like that happening to him before. Like he's gotten copyright, or not copyright claims, but like strikes and stuff for that stuff. But I'm like, I personally cannot understand how I can play a video that's on YouTube and you have a problem with what happens on my channel because I think it's funny.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
American company bought 40% of TikTok. Previous administration allowed it to be downloaded because they did a thorough investigation after the company bought TikTok. Okay. I don't know anything about it.
I don't know.
But Nas X can grind on Satan and be safe for kids. Well, yeah, that's the future. Like we want kids. We want people of the LGBT community reading to kindergartners now at the local libraries. And
Nas
stuff.
X is my hero. I want to grind on Satan too now.
Exactly. I'm just saying, like, I have zero issue with any life choices somebody wants to make, or any path that somebody wants to take, or how they choose to live their life, or, you know, how they live their life. I don't really care if they say it's not a choice, whatever. Just keep it to yourself. Like, live your damn life and let me live mine. You know what I mean? Like, stop trying to force me to accept things that I don't agree with.
Right. You do you, I'll do me.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, like, I'm never going to come at you different. Like, I'm never going to come at you any other way because you've chosen these things, or because this is your path and this is where you're at. Like, we can still be cool with each other. We can be friendly. But, like, the second where you start trying to push it onto me and saying I have to accept your life choices, why don't you have to accept mine?
I can't accept the fact you don't like mayo.
Bro, it's nasty though. Like,
I'm joking.
I'm serious. I would challenge you to put it in the microwave for even just 30 seconds.
No.
And just look at that shit when it comes out.
Alpha has an irrational fear of mayonnaise.
I do. It's like the midget thing, only
mayonnaise.
Only with a condiment that doesn't actually walk or talk.
With a condiment that can't possibly infiltrate me. It disgusts me, okay? I've literally there was a lady at work one time. She made a mayo cake. I didn't know what a mayo cake was, but she made a cake, and so instead of like eggs and oil, you use mayonnaise, you know? Because I guess it's like the same thing.
Pretty much.
She gave me a piece of it. She's like, it was like peanut butter. It was a Reese cupcake. I love peanut butter. And so I'm like, this is a good cake. And she tells me, she's like, yeah, well, now you can't say you don't like mayonnaise now. And I'm like, why is that? And she's like, I made that cake with mayonnaise. Immediately, I felt my stomach just flip upside down and start going ham. And I'm like, you could have just never told me that, and we could have been good. Like, you had to introduce this in here. It's disgusting, man. It's the thought of it. And all I can ever think about is when it gets yellow and bubbly and stuff. Like if it gets hot or something.
Yeah.
Like,
now does Sierra like mayonnaise?
That's why you're supposed to put it in the fridge.
She'll eat it on stuff. I don't know that she likes it, but she'll.
Do you allow mayonnaise in your house?
No. Like she buys like the little baby sample sizes or something. If she wants tuna salad or something, she'll make like her bowl, and it needs to be out of my sight in the fridge and all that.
What do you do with, like, if you eat tuna fish? Do you eat tuna fish? How do you mix it and make a tuna fish sandwich?
I make better tuna salad with dill seed, mustard, and avocados.
You can keep them avocados.
Fuck avocados.
I'm just saying.
If I don't like guac, I don't like avocados. Or sour cream. You can keep all that shit.
Really? You don't like sour cream? Sour cream's fantastic.
Sour cream is good.
Man.
You can keep all that shit. Keep cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese can go. Yep.
Keep all that shit.
You gotta have sour cream on your tacos.
Cottage cheese is on par with mayo for me. I'm not about it.
Now put some hot sauce on that. You don't need no sour cream.
I like both though. I like sour cream and the hot sauce on my tacos.
I'll pass.
For me, it's like things that I absolutely can't stand. I can't stand mayo. I'm trying to think like other foods that I just cannot even like fathom people eating things.
Till this day, my gram used to make American chop suey, and it had like stewed tomatoes and a shitload of cooked onions and green peppers with like elbow noodles. Till this day, I cannot eat the stuff. If I look at it, I will puke. Like, ugh.
Well, to this day, I still can't cook macaroni and cheese right. I fuck that up every time.
Even the box stuff?
Yeah, even the box stuff. I fuck it up. It's either too milky or too clumpy. One of the two.
Yeah.
I fuck it up. Blue cheese is gross too.
Blue cheese is nasty.
Disgusting. Yep. It is terrible. What's up, Stacy? You've been hanging out in here this whole time? She put sushi up in there. I love sushi now.
I fucking love sushi. It's just delicious.
Blazy saying it's time for him to crush.
Spicy California. Delicious.
That is true.
Can't wait.
Half of Jess's favorite song because it decided to corrupt the file. Oh yeah.
He's redoing Hurt, which is a song that triggered Sweeney. I absolutely love the song. I think I've had you play it. It's a fucked up, crazy horrorcore song, but I absolutely love it. And when I found it, he's like, yeah, it's never going to be recorded. And I'm like, why not? He's like, because, and I bugged him since I found the song, and now look what's happening.
I can't believe though that was hilarious when you guys were telling me like Sweetie heard it. And
he was straight up triggered. Like he's like, this is horrible. Blah, 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 blah. What is wrong with it? And then he called because there's a line in the song about he had all the proof that she was cheating, and he basically called Blaze a pussy for staying with the girl or whatever. I'm like, but he was so triggered. He's like,
mad.
He's. And we're like, well, what about Eminem? Eminem wrote the song Kim. That was horrorcore, really.
Yeah. Most people do horrorcore, at least early on. Like, that's a good chance for you to, like, really work on flows and imagery, like telling a story and stuff.
Yeah, get your creative thought process going.
Blue cheese is not fantastic, Stacey. Like it's not.
No.
I'm sorry. Like, you're entitled to your opinion.
So you don't like mayo, so you don't like ranch dressing either, huh?
No.
I love ranch dressing.
No.
You know what I don't like though? I'm gonna get kicked the fuck out of Alpha. He's gonna not be a fucking affiliate no more. I don't like mustard.
About what? About ranch? About ranch?
No, he doesn't.
About mustard. I don't like mustard.
You don't like mustard?
No, I don't like mustard. Well, it depends. If it's in potato salad, fuck yes. If it's on my sandwich, fuck no.
Really?
If it's on my hamburger, no.
I don't know how we became friends then.
We never eaten together. That's why. You didn't know that till now.
We'll sit down. We'll just sit down at the dinner table and be judging each other's plates. It's like, well, this motherfucker got some fucking
giving dirty looks at each other.
Got some old ranch shit sitting in his plate right now, man. Fuck that.
He's got ranch and mayo. Well, this motherfucker's got fucking mustard. What the fuck's going on here? We can't be friends.
We'll be sitting there like pulling our plates away from each other, just giving each other dirty looks. Nah, hell nah.
You can't have no biting fucking mustard eating motherfucker. No. Might have mustard juice on your lips or something. No.
Bro, I got like this little cup. I've been munching on some like while we've been talking.
Speaking of, I gotta eat dinner. I'm fucking hungry. Time is it?
What? I was trying to end this a little bit earlier, and then everybody, like the chat, picked back up again, and we started getting more questions, and now we got Jason talking about mayo cottage cheese. Gross, gross. God bless.
What Jason likes to lick off a dick, I don't care.
Here's where I will settle on that 100%. Like, if you like cottage cheese, there's something wrong with you, because not only do you like something that has no positive value in my mind, but you are literally choosing to eat something that acknowledges it is just rotted milk.
Yep.
Like that's 100% of what it is. It just starts getting chunky. You pour it out of the jug. It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. I agree. Yes, it is. Let's see. Not liking ranches. I do like ranch in one context, and that is with pepperoni pizza.
What about on salad? What do you eat on salad? Mustard?
Usually a vinaigrette.
Yeah, I like vinegar.
I was scrolling through Instagram. Justin Times' wife had her baby about an hour ago.
Oh yeah, did you see the picture of him? Did you see the
At
picture
the
of him
hospital?
yesterday? Posted up at the hospital playing Call of Duty.
Yep, he had his TV and his game console.
Oh man, dude's just got like literally the whole couch, like his big ass TV sitting across the whole couch, feet propped up playing.
Keep on pushing, honey. I'm almost done with this round.
I never realized until this past weekend how tall he is. There's a picture. He came over. He put his arms around me and Muzic, and he looks down. He looks down at Muzic and he like pats the back of his head and laughs. And then he looks over at me and pats the back of my head and laughs. And he's like, "You know what?" And I said, "You feel like a giant right now?" And he goes, "Yes."
So how was it getting hired on the spot to play for New Breed and Jesse Howard?
That's pretty cool. I mean, they came up to me. They're like, "Hey, we don't have a DJ with us." They're like, "Will you stay on for our set too if we pay you?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I didn't know till afterwards that they were live streaming it on Facebook because Alan stopped because of the wind.
Who?
I'm never on Facebook.
I guess New Breed and Jesse Howard live streamed Mises and them.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But I'm never on Facebook,
so I have no fucking idea.
I check in about once a day when it will give me a notification that somebody's hit up the JMP Facebook.
I won't even check in.
I thought you got rid of it.
I thought I did too. That shows how long it's been since I've been on Facebook. I haven't actually been on my company Facebook or my personal Facebook in like a month. I don't care about Facebook. It's just drama.
Yeah.
Social media.
I hate social media so much. I'm just like lately I'm trying to actually do things on Instagram because I've realized like so much is popping on there, you know. But
I stopped doing Instagram because you can't post links.
Yeah,
I fucking hate that.
That is the pain in the ass because like it's so hard to promote when you drop a new video or something just because you have to take the screenshot and share it over that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. You have to keep switching your bio, whatever it's called, the bio fucking link that's in there. Hey, check or see link for in description. It's like,
yeah.
No.
I'll post if I'm doing promoting anything for JMP, anything with links and stuff. I don't even mess around with IG. I stick strictly to Twitter, and then I'll do a thumbnail or like your picture that Sierra did for Jekyl tonight. I sent it to him last night. Like, oh, that's my face. I'm like, yeah, that's for the promotion for tomorrow.
Yeah, I was so confused why I saw my own face on shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? Is this a new song that I did? I don't remember doing this song. I didn't know what I was.
Nah, Sierra, like, I've been having her do some of my promo stuff and everything just because, like, I'm not good at thumbnails and all that, and she actually knows how to draw, so I'm like, do me up some pictures for these things, you know? She slept too long to like completely redraw you, so she just used a picture of you though. Let's see. Apparently I play for the other team. Well, I mean, welcome out of the closet there, brother. I'm glad that tonight was the night that you decided to come out. But
Congratulations.
Congratulations. But yeah, Jekyl's got to get some dinner, so we'll wrap this thing on up. But I appreciate everybody hanging out, checking out. I know, you know, some people hung out throughout the whole thing. If you guys don't already know, Jekyl has 2 channels. Both of them are in the description on this video, on this live stream. Up at the top, one is to his music channel, one is to his reaction channel. If you haven't already, all of you should go and subscribe to both of them. Jekyl is the homie 100%. Really enjoy his music. Really enjoy any music that has a message. Love what he does to try and help other people, whether it's other reaction channels, whether it's, you know, vets, musicians, whatever the case may be, man. Jekyl always has had my back as long as I've known him. And I've seen him come out and have everybody else's back too, as long as you don't do them dirty. So definitely go show the dude some love if you haven't already. You got anything you want to plug? Also, don't forget, if you guys are rappers, make sure that you submit to that JMP cipher too and follow the fucking rules.
Yeah, follow the rules is a big one. If you don't, we're just gonna pass you up. Fuck it. Any plugs? JMP cipher 2, hopefully dropping on the 1st
Of July.
We got 1st of July. Memorial Day is the cutoff to get the submissions in for the contest. If you want to be part of Cypher 2, which I highly support everyone trying out at least. That's it, basically. Boom.
All right, that's it.
New reactions coming soon whenever I get around to it. Whatever that is.
Right on. Well, appreciate everybody hanging out. Like, share, and subscribe over here. Head over to Jekyll's channel. Do the same thing. Like, share, subscribe, all that. And don't forget, because Jess is in here now, even though her name is Lunatic with all kinds of crazy letters. Jess also has her new reaction channel rolling. If you guys haven't checked it out, subbed over there. Make sure that you do so. I'm DJ AlphaTyler. This is Jekyll. That is Jess. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Let me pull up this video this time, because last time I just sat there going, Appreciate all you guys, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.